Deep within the stone walls of a medieval monastery, hidden beneath layers of dust and time, lies a secret that has baffled historians for centuries. Imagine a library so vast, so mysterious, that its very existence whispers of forbidden knowledge, lost manuscripts, and cryptic codes that no one has yet been able to crack. These ancient monastic libraries were not just repositories of books, they were fortresses of wisdom, guarded by monks who dedicated their lives to preserving the most enigmatic texts of their age. But what if I told you that within these hallowed halls, there are 50 secrets that remain unsolved to this day? Secrets that could rewrite history, reveal lost civilizations, or even unlock the mysteries of life itself. From vanished manuscripts to cursed scrolls, from hidden chambers to maps of lands unknown, the stories of these libraries are as captivating as they are perplexing. Today, we embark on a journey into the shadows of the past to uncover the 50 unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries. Stay with us because by the end of this video, you'll discover why these ancient mysteries still haunt the modern world, and why they might just hold the key to understanding our own history. Let's begin. Now, let us turn our attention to the first of these 50 unsolved secrets, a tale that begins in the heart of medieval France at the renowned Cluny Abbey. This abbey, once the largest and most influential monastic complex in Europe, was a beacon of learning and spirituality during its time. But among its countless treasures, one manuscript stands out, or rather, its absence does. Known only through whispers and fragmented records, this legendary manuscript is said to have contained forbidden knowledge, secrets so profound that they were deemed too dangerous to remain in the hands of the uninitiated. The manuscript's origins are shrouded in mystery. Some believe it was a compilation of ancient alchemical texts, while others suggest it held heretical teachings or even maps to hidden realms. What we do know is that it vanished without a trace, leaving behind only speculation and intrigue. Theories about its disappearance abound. Was it stolen during one of the many conflicts that plagued the region, or was it deliberately hidden by the monks themselves who feared its power falling into the wrong hands? Some even speculate that the manuscript was never truly lost, that it remains concealed within the abbey's labyrinthine walls, waiting to be rediscovered. Cluny Abbey itself adds another layer to this enigma. Founded in the 10th century, it was a center of intellectual and spiritual activity, housing one of the most extensive libraries of its time. Yet, despite its prominence, much of its history has been lost to time, including the fate of this elusive manuscript. The abbey's decline during the French Revolution further complicates the mystery, as many of its records and artifacts were destroyed or scattered. As we ponder the fate of the lost manuscript of Cluny Abbey, one thing is certain: its disappearance is a reminder of how much of our past remains hidden, waiting to be uncovered. What secrets might this manuscript have held, and what could its rediscovery mean for our understanding of history? The answers, if they exist, lie buried in the shadows of time, but the search for them continues to captivate historians and treasure hunters alike. And with that, we move to our next mystery, where another abbey holds its own secrets waiting to be revealed. Now, let us journey to the sun-drenched hills of Italy, where the ancient Monte Cassino Abbey stands as a testament to centuries of faith, scholarship, and mystery. Founded in the 6th century by Saint Benedict himself, this abbey became a cornerstone of Western monasticism and a sanctuary for knowledge. Yet, among its many treasures, one discovery has baffled scholars for generations: the cryptic scrolls of Monte Cassino. These scrolls, unearthed during excavations in the abbey's ruins, are unlike anything else in its vast collection. Covered in intricate symbols, unfamiliar scripts, and patterns that defy conventional interpretation, they have resisted all attempts at decipherment. Some believe the scrolls contain lost teachings of early Christian mystics, while others speculate they might hold advanced mathematical or astronomical knowledge far ahead of their time. The truth, however, remains locked behind a code that has yet to be cracked. Monte Cassino's history adds depth to this enigma. As one of the most important centers of learning in medieval Europe, the abbey was a hub for scholars, theologians, and scribes. Its library was renowned for its wealth of manuscripts, many of which were painstakingly copied and preserved by the monks. Yet the coded scrolls stand apart, their origins and purpose shrouded in mystery. Were they created by the monks themselves, or do they represent knowledge brought from distant lands? The answers remain elusive. Over the years, numerous scholars have attempted to unravel the secrets of these scrolls. From medieval cryptographers to modern linguists, each has brought their expertise to bear on the problem, yet none have succeeded. Some theories suggest the scrolls use a form of cipher unique to the abbey, while others propose they might be written in a forgotten language or even an entirely invented script. The challenge lies not only in the complexity of the code but also in the scarcity of clues. Each scroll offers only fragments of a larger puzzle. The significance of Monte Cassino's coded scrolls extends beyond their mystery. They remind us of the vastness of human knowledge and the limits of our understanding. What might these scrolls reveal about the intellectual pursuits of medieval monks? Could they hold insights into lost traditions or forgotten sciences? Until the code is broken, these questions will linger, fueling the curiosity of historians and codebreakers alike. As we leave the enigmatic scrolls of Monte Cassino behind, our journey takes us to the windswept shores of England, where another monastic library holds its own secrets waiting to be uncovered. Turning our gaze to the rugged coast of northeastern England, we arrive at the hauntingly beautiful island of Lindisfarne, a place steeped in both spiritual devotion and violent upheaval. Known as the Holy Island, Lindisfarne was once a beacon of learning and faith, home to a monastic community that produced some of the most exquisite illuminated manuscripts of the early medieval period. Yet, this sanctuary of knowledge met a tragic fate during the infamous Viking raids of the late 8th century, an event that not only marked the beginning of the Viking Age in Britain, but also led to the mysterious disappearance of Lindisfarne's priceless library. The Viking raid on Lindisfarne in the year 793 was a watershed moment in European history. The attackers, descending upon the island with ruthless efficiency, plundered the monastery, slaughtering monks and scattering its treasures. Among the most devastating losses was the library, a collection of manuscripts that included biblical texts, historical chronicles, and works of art that were irreplaceable. While some artifacts, such as the Lindisfarne Gospels, miraculously survived, the majority of the library vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void that historians and archaeologists have been trying to fill for centuries. The surviving artifacts from Lindisfarne offer a tantalizing glimpse into what was lost. The Lindisfarne Gospels, created around the year 700, are a masterpiece of early medieval art. Their intricate designs and vibrant colors are testament to the skill and devotion of the monks. Yet, these surviving works are but a fraction of the library's original holdings. What happened to the rest? Some scholars believe the manuscripts were carried off by the Vikings, either as spoils of war or as items to be traded. Others speculate that the monks, anticipating the raid, may have hidden portions of the library in secret locations, hoping to protect their sacred texts from destruction. The search for the lost library of Lindisfarne has captivated historians and treasure hunters alike. Over the years, fragments of manuscripts and other artifacts have been discovered in unexpected places, from remote caves to private collections. Each discovery fuels hope that more of the library might one day be recovered. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and advanced imaging techniques, has also been employed in the quest, offering new possibilities for uncovering hidden caches of manuscripts. Yet, despite these efforts, the bulk of the library remains elusive, its fate a mystery that continues to intrigue and inspire. The story of Lindisfarne's vanishing library is more than a tale of loss. It is a reminder of the fragility of knowledge and the enduring power of human curiosity. What secrets might these lost manuscripts hold? Could they shed light on the early Christian church, the cultural exchanges of the medieval world, or even the daily lives of the monks who created them? As we ponder these questions, our journey takes us next to the heart of Switzerland, where another monastic library guards its own secrets, hidden away for centuries. Now, shifting our focus to the serene landscapes of Switzerland, we find ourselves at the doorstep of St. Gall Abbey, a place where piety and secrecy intertwine. Founded in the early 8th century, this abbey became a cornerstone of medieval learning, housing one of the most extensive libraries of its time. Yet, beneath its reputation as a bastion of knowledge lies a darker, more enigmatic chapter, a hidden collection of forbidden texts, works that challenged the orthodoxy of the Church and were deemed too dangerous to be seen by the public eye. St. Gall Abbey's library, renowned for its vast collection of manuscripts, was not just a repository of sacred texts, but also a sanctuary for ideas that pushed the boundaries of accepted thought. Among its shelves were works labeled as heretical, writings that questioned church doctrine or explored forbidden subjects like astrology, pagan rituals, and even early forms of scientific inquiry. These texts, carefully concealed from the scrutiny of church authorities, offer a glimpse into the intellectual undercurrents of the medieval world, where curiosity often clashed with dogma. The abbey's history is deeply intertwined with the preservation of these forbidden works. Established by Saint Othmar in the year 719, St. Gall quickly became a center of monastic scholarship. Its scriptorium, where monks painstakingly copied manuscripts, was a hub of activity, producing not only religious texts but also secular and philosophical works. However, as the Church tightened its grip on acceptable knowledge, many of these texts were hidden away, their existence known only to a select few. The implications of these forbidden texts are profound. They reveal a world where intellectual exploration was not always welcomed, where the pursuit of knowledge could be perilous. Some of these works, such as treatises on alchemy or translations of ancient Greek and Roman texts, were seen as threats to the established order. Others, like writings on alternative interpretations of Scripture, challenged the very foundations of church authority. The fact that these texts were preserved at all speaks to the courage and ingenuity of the monks who risked much to safeguard them. Today, the library of St. Gall Abbey remains a treasure trove of medieval knowledge, its forbidden texts offering tantalizing clues to the intellectual struggles of the past. Scholars continue to study these works, piecing together the stories of those who dared to think differently in an age of conformity. What secrets do these texts hold? Could they reshape our understanding of medieval thought or even reveal lost philosophies that were once suppressed? As we leave the shadowy corridors of St. Gall, our journey takes us next to the heart of Germany, where another monastic library holds its own mysteries, manuscripts that some believe contain the secrets to eternal life. The alchemical manuscripts of Fulda Abbey await, promising a tale of science, mysticism, and the unending quest for immortality. Now, as we step into the heart of Germany, we find ourselves at Fulda Abbey, a place where the boundaries between science and mysticism blur. Founded in the year 744 by Saint Sturm, a disciple of Saint Boniface, Fulda Abbey quickly rose to prominence as a center of learning and spiritual devotion. But beyond its pious reputation lies a collection of manuscripts that have fascinated scholars and seekers alike for centuries: the alchemical manuscripts of Fulda, texts that some believe hold the keys to eternal life. Fulda Abbey's library was not just a repository of religious texts, it was also a haven for the study of alchemy, a discipline that sought to unlock the secrets of nature and the cosmos. Alchemy, often dismissed today as mere pseudoscience, was in the medieval world a serious pursuit, blending elements of chemistry, philosophy, and spirituality. The manuscripts preserved at Fulda reflect this intricate fusion, containing detailed instructions on the transmutation of metals, the creation of elixirs, and the search for the philosopher's stone, a legendary substance said to grant immortality. The abbey's role in medieval science cannot be overstated. Its monks were not only scribes and scholars but also experimenters, meticulously recording their observations and theories. These alchemical texts reveal a world where the pursuit of knowledge was driven by both curiosity and faith. The manuscripts often include elaborate diagrams, cryptic symbols, and coded language designed to protect their secrets from the uninitiated. Some scholars believe these codes were meant to safeguard dangerous knowledge, while others argue they were simply a way to preserve the sanctity of the craft. Among the most intriguing of these manuscripts is one attributed to an unknown monk, referred to only as Magister Fulda. This text, written in the 11th century, describes a series of experiments aimed at creating the elixir of life. The manuscript is filled with vivid descriptions of alchemical processes, from the distillation of rare herbs to the purification of metals. It also contains warnings about the moral and spiritual dangers of such pursuits, reminding the reader that the quest for eternal life must be tempered by humility and piety. The mysteries surrounding these manuscripts are as compelling as the texts themselves. Why were they preserved at Fulda, a place primarily known for its religious scholarship? Some historians suggest that the abbey's remote location made it an ideal hiding place for controversial works. Others believe that the monks of Fulda saw alchemy as a way to bridge the gap between faith and reason, exploring the divine through the lens of science. Today, the alchemical manuscripts of Fulda continue to captivate researchers and enthusiasts. Modern scholars use advanced techniques to decode the cryptic symbols and uncover the secrets hidden within these ancient pages. Could these texts hold the key to understanding medieval science in a new light? Or do they simply reflect the timeless human desire to transcend mortality? As we leave the enigmatic halls of Fulda Abbey, our journey takes us next to the storied grounds of Canterbury Cathedral, where another mystery awaits: the missing chronicles that once held the earliest records of English history. What secrets do these lost texts conceal, and why did they vanish without a trace? The answers lie ahead. Now, as we cross the English Channel, our journey brings us to the hallowed grounds of Canterbury Cathedral, a place steeped in history and shrouded in mystery. Here, amidst the towering spires and ancient stone, lies one of the most perplexing enigmas of medieval scholarship: the missing chronicles of Canterbury. These lost texts, said to contain some of the earliest and most detailed accounts of English history, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a void that historians and scholars have struggled to fill for centuries. Canterbury Cathedral, founded in the year 597 by St. Augustine, was not only a spiritual center but also a hub of learning and record-keeping. Its chronicles were meticulously maintained by generations of monks, documenting everything from royal decrees and political upheavals to the daily lives of ordinary people. These records were invaluable, offering a window into the formative years of English society. Yet, at some point in the cathedral's long history, these chronicles disappeared, leaving behind only fragments and references in other texts. Theories about their disappearance abound. Some suggest that the chronicles were destroyed during the tumultuous years of the Norman conquest, when many monasteries and their libraries were pillaged or burned. Others believe they were deliberately hidden to protect sensitive information, perhaps concerning the Church's involvement in political affairs. A more tantalizing theory posits that the chronicles were smuggled out of Canterbury and hidden in a secret location waiting to be rediscovered. One of the most compelling clues comes from a letter written in the 12th century by a monk named Eadmer, who lamented the loss of the chronicles and hinted at their possible whereabouts. He mentioned a hidden vault beneath the cathedral, a place so secure that only a select few knew of its existence. Could this vault hold the missing chronicles? Modern efforts to locate it have so far been unsuccessful, but the search continues, fueled by the hope that these priceless records may one day be found. The loss of the Canterbury Chronicles is more than just a historical puzzle. It represents a gap in our understanding of early English history. Without these texts, we are left to piece together the past from scattered sources, each offering only a partial glimpse. The Chronicles would not only fill in these gaps, but also provide new insights into the lives, beliefs, and struggles of the people who shaped England's early identity. As we ponder the fate of these lost records, our journey takes us next to the serene landscapes of France, where the secrets of Cryptic Abbey await. What lies hidden within its walls, and what can it tell us about the medieval world? The answers are just ahead. Now, as we leave the mysteries of Canterbury behind, our journey takes us to the heart of France, where the serene and sprawling Cryptic Abbey holds secrets of its own. Nestled in the lush Burgundian countryside, this abbey, founded in the year 1098, was once the epicenter of the Cistercian monastic order, a movement that sought to return to the simplicity and austerity of early Christian life. But beneath its tranquil exterior lies a mystery that has intrigued historians and treasure hunters alike: the rumored existence of a hidden chamber, said to contain rare and potentially dangerous texts. Cryptic Abbey was not just a place of worship, it was a powerhouse of medieval scholarship and innovation. The Cistercians were known for their meticulous record-keeping, agricultural advancements, and architectural ingenuity. Yet, it is the whispers of a concealed vault within the abbey's walls that have captured the imagination of many. According to legend, this chamber was constructed during a time of great turmoil, when the abbey faced threats from both external invaders and internal dissent. Its purpose: to safeguard texts deemed too valuable or too perilous to be left in the open. What could these texts contain? Theories range from heretical writings banned by the church to alchemical manuscripts that promised forbidden knowledge. Some even speculate that the chamber holds early drafts of the Cistercian rule, the foundational document of the order, which may have contained controversial ideas later removed from the official version. Others believe it could house maps or records of hidden treasures, perhaps even relics of immense spiritual significance. The first mention of the chamber appears in a 15th century manuscript, where a monk cryptically refers to a place of shadows beneath the abbey's chapter house. Over the centuries, several attempts have been made to locate this hidden space, but none have succeeded. Modern technology, including ground-penetrating radar, has been employed in recent years, yet the chamber remains elusive, its secrets intact. The mystery of Cryptic's hidden chamber is more than just a tantalizing enigma. It speaks to the broader role of monastic libraries as guardians of knowledge, both sacred and profane. These spaces were not merely repositories of books but fortresses of thought, where ideas, some revolutionary, others dangerous, were preserved for future generations. The chamber, if it exists, would be a testament to the lengths to which medieval monks went to protect their intellectual and spiritual heritage. As we ponder the secrets that may lie hidden beneath Cryptic Abbey, our journey continues to the rugged coast of Ireland, where the cursed manuscripts of Bobbio Abbey await. What dark tales do they hold, and why have they been feared for centuries? The answers are just ahead. Now, as we cross the Irish Sea and venture into the misty hills of northern Italy, we arrive at Bobbio Abbey, a place steeped in both reverence and dread. Founded in the year 614 by Saint Columbanus, this abbey became a beacon of learning and spirituality during the early medieval period. Its library, once one of the most extensive in Europe, housed countless manuscripts, many of which were painstakingly copied by the monks themselves. Yet, among these treasures lies a collection shrouded in darkness, the cursed manuscripts of Bobbio. Legend has it that these texts, written in an ancient and unfamiliar script, carry a malevolent force. Those who have dared to read them are said to have met with misfortune, ranging from sudden illness to inexplicable accidents. Some accounts even speak of entire families falling into ruin after coming into contact with the manuscripts. The origins of these texts remain a mystery, but theories abound. Some believe they contain forbidden knowledge, perhaps even spells or incantations from a time when the abbey was a center of both Christian and pagan practices. Others suggest they may be remnants of a lost civilization, their language and meaning long forgotten. The history of Bobbio Abbey adds another layer of intrigue to the legend. Saint Columbanus, an Irish monk, established the abbey as a refuge for learning and piety, but its location in the rugged Apennine Mountains made it a crossroads of cultures and ideas. Over the centuries, the abbey absorbed influences from Lombard, Byzantine, and even Islamic traditions, creating a melting pot of knowledge. Could the cursed manuscripts be a product of this cultural fusion, their contents too volatile for the medieval world to comprehend? Despite their ominous reputation, the manuscripts have fascinated scholars for centuries. In the 1800s, a group of researchers attempted to decipher the texts, only to abandon their efforts after several members of the team fell ill. More recently, modern linguists and historians have tried to unlock the secrets of the manuscripts using advanced technology, but progress has been slow. The texts resist interpretation, their symbols and patterns defying even the most sophisticated analytical tools. The cursed manuscripts of Bobbio Abbey are more than just a medieval mystery. They are a reminder of the power and peril of knowledge. In an age when information was scarce and often guarded, these texts represent the fine line between enlightenment and danger. As we leave the shadow of Bobbio behind, our journey takes us to the windswept shores of Reichenau Abbey, where the lost maps of a forgotten world await discovery. What secrets do they hold, and what lands might they reveal? The answers lie just ahead. Now, as we journey from the shadowed halls of Bobbio Abbey, our path leads us to the serene island of Reichenau, nestled in the waters of Lake Constance. Here, amidst the tranquil beauty of this UNESCO World Heritage Site, lies a mystery that has puzzled historians and cartographers alike: the lost maps of Reichenau Abbey. Reichenau Abbey, founded in the year 724, was a powerhouse of medieval scholarship and creativity. Its monks were not only devoted to prayer and study, but also to the meticulous craft of map-making. During the early medieval period, when much of Europe was still shrouded in uncertainty, the abbey became a center for cartography, producing maps that were both practical and visionary. These maps were not mere navigational tools. They were works of art, blending geographical knowledge with religious symbolism and mythical elements. Among the abbey's most celebrated creations were a series of maps believed to depict lands beyond the known world. These maps, now lost to history, were said to reveal uncharted territories, from distant islands to hidden kingdoms. Some even speculated that they contained clues to legendary places like Atlantis or the fabled lands described in ancient texts. The maps were highly prized, not only for their accuracy but also for their ability to inspire wonder and curiosity. The disappearance of these maps remains one of the great enigmas of medieval history. Some believe they were destroyed during the turmoil of the Reformation, when many monastic treasures were lost or looted. Others suggest they were hidden away, perhaps to protect their secrets from falling into the wrong hands. A few tantalizing clues have surfaced over the centuries, including references in old manuscripts and fragments of similar maps found in other monastic libraries, but the full collection has never been recovered. The search for the lost maps of Reichenau has captivated scholars and adventurers alike. In the 19th century, a German historian claimed to have discovered a partial map in a private collection, but its authenticity was never confirmed. More recently, advances in technology have renewed hope that the maps might one day be found. Archaeologists and historians have used ground-penetrating radar and digital reconstructions to explore the abbey's ruins, searching for hidden chambers or forgotten archives that might hold the key to this enduring mystery. Reichenau Abbey's role in medieval cartography cannot be overstated. Its maps were not just records of the physical world, they were windows into the medieval imagination, reflecting the beliefs, fears, and aspirations of the time. The lost maps of Reichenau remind us that the pursuit of knowledge is often as much about the journey as it is about the destination. As we leave the island of Reichenau behind, our next stop takes us to the rugged coast of Scotland, where the hidden library of Iona Abbey awaits. What ancient Celtic texts might it hold, and what secrets could they reveal about the early Christian world? The answers lie just ahead. As we cross the waters from Reichenau to the windswept shores of Scotland, our journey brings us to the storied Iona Abbey, a place steeped in both history and mystery. Founded in the year 563 by Saint Columba, Iona Abbey quickly became a beacon of Christian learning and Celtic culture. Nestled on the small island of Iona, off the western coast of Scotland, this abbey was not only a spiritual center but also a repository of knowledge, housing a library said to contain some of the most ancient and significant Celtic texts ever written. The hidden library of Iona Abbey has long been the subject of fascination and speculation. According to medieval accounts, the library held a vast collection of manuscripts, including early Christian Gospels, Celtic poetry, and records of the Pictish kingdoms. These texts were not just religious in nature, they also captured the rich oral traditions, myths, and histories of the Celtic people. For centuries, scholars have dreamed of uncovering this treasure trove, believing it could shed light on a pivotal period in European history, when Christianity and Celtic traditions intertwined. The mystery of the hidden library deepens when we consider the turbulent history of Iona Abbey. Over the centuries, the abbey faced repeated attacks, first from Viking raiders and later during the Reformation. Many of its treasures were lost, destroyed, or scattered, leaving only fragments of its once great collection. Yet, tantalizing clues suggest that some of the most valuable texts may have been hidden away, perhaps in secret chambers or underground vaults to protect them from destruction. Efforts to locate the hidden library have spanned generations. In the 19th century, archaeologists uncovered fragments of manuscripts and artifacts that hinted at the library's existence, but the full collection remained elusive. More recently, modern technology has offered new hope. Ground-penetrating radar and advanced imaging techniques have been used to scan the abbey's ruins, searching for hidden rooms or buried caches. While no definitive discovery has been made, each new clue brings us closer to unraveling the mystery. The significance of Iona Abbey's hidden library extends beyond its historical value. It represents a bridge between the ancient Celtic world and the spread of Christianity, offering insights into how these two cultures influenced each other. The texts, if found, could rewrite our understanding of early medieval Europe, revealing lost stories, forgotten languages, and the spiritual practices of a bygone era. As we leave the rugged beauty of Iona behind, our next destination takes us to the enigmatic scrolls of St. Denis Abbey, where symbols and writings continue to baffle scholars. What secrets do these scrolls hold, and what might they reveal about the medieval mind? The answers await as we continue our exploration of the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries. Now, as we journey from the windswept shores of Iona to the heart of medieval France, we arrive at St. Denis Abbey, a place of immense historical and spiritual importance. Founded in the 7th century, St. Denis Abbey became a cornerstone of French Christianity and a burial site for French kings. But beyond its royal connections, the abbey holds a mystery that has puzzled scholars for centuries: the enigmatic scrolls of St. Denis. These scrolls, discovered in the abbey's archives, are unlike any other medieval manuscripts. Filled with intricate symbols, cryptic writings, and diagrams, they defy easy interpretation. Some scholars believe the scrolls contain alchemical formulas, while others suggest they might be coded religious texts or even early attempts at scientific notation. What makes them particularly fascinating is their apparent uniqueness. No other documents from the same period bear such a striking combination of imagery and text. Theories about the scrolls' origins and purpose abound. One compelling idea is that they were created by monks experimenting with new forms of knowledge, blending spirituality with emerging scientific thought. Another theory posits that the scrolls were part of a secret tradition, passed down through generations of monks, meant only for the initiated. Some even speculate that the scrolls could be linked to the Knights Templar, who are known to have connections to St. Denis Abbey. The abbey's historical significance adds another layer to the mystery. As the burial place of French monarchs, St. Denis was a center of political and religious power. The scrolls, therefore, might hold insights into the interplay between faith, politics, and knowledge during the medieval period. Were they a form of coded communication between powerful figures? Or perhaps a record of forbidden knowledge hidden away from prying eyes? Modern efforts to decode the scrolls have yielded little progress. Advanced imaging techniques and linguistic analysis have been employed, but the symbols and writings remain stubbornly resistant to interpretation. Some researchers have turned to comparative studies, looking for parallels in other medieval texts or even in ancient traditions, but so far, no definitive answers have emerged. The enduring mystery of the St. Denis scrolls reminds us of the vast gaps in our understanding of the medieval world. They challenge us to reconsider what we know about the intellectual and spiritual pursuits of the time. What secrets do these scrolls hold? Could they reveal lost knowledge, forgotten rituals, or even a glimpse into the medieval mind? As we leave the shadowy corridors of St. Denis Abbey, our next stop takes us to the vanished texts of Whitby Abbey, where early Christian teachings may lie hidden, waiting to be rediscovered. What stories do these lost texts hold, and what might they tell us about the spread of Christianity in medieval England? The journey continues as we uncover more of the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries. Turning our attention to the rugged cliffs of North Yorkshire, we arrive at Whitby Abbey, a place steeped in both history and mystery. Founded in the 7th century by the Anglo-Saxon King Oswiu, Whitby Abbey quickly became a center of Christian learning and spirituality. It was here, in 664, that the famous Synod of Whitby took place, a pivotal event that shaped the future of Christianity in England. Yet, despite its prominence, the abbey is shrouded in an enduring enigma: the vanished texts of Whitby. These texts, believed to contain some of the earliest Christian teachings in England, were once a cornerstone of the abbey's library. They included theological works, historical chronicles, and possibly even personal writings of the monks who lived and worked there. But at some point in history, these invaluable documents disappeared without a trace. The exact circumstances of their loss remain unknown, leaving scholars to piece together fragments of evidence and speculation. One theory suggests that the texts were destroyed during the Viking raids that plagued the region in the 9th century. Whitby Abbey, like many monastic sites, was a target for these marauders who often sought wealth and plunder. If the texts were lost during such an attack, it would explain their sudden disappearance. However, some historians argue that the texts may have been deliberately hidden to protect them from destruction, possibly buried or concealed within the abbey's grounds. Another intriguing possibility is that the texts were removed and taken elsewhere, either by fleeing monks or by later collectors. During the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII in the 16th century, many monastic libraries were dismantled and their contents scattered. Could the Whitby texts have been among those taken, only to be lost or forgotten over time? The abbey's history adds depth to the mystery. As a site of both religious and cultural significance, Whitby Abbey was a hub of intellectual activity. The vanished texts may have contained not only religious teachings but also insights into early English history, literature, and even scientific thought. Their loss represents a gap in our understanding of this formative period, leaving us to wonder what knowledge might have been preserved within their pages. Modern efforts to locate the texts have been largely unsuccessful. Archaeological excavations and archival searches have turned up little evidence of their whereabouts. Some researchers hold out hope that the texts may still exist, hidden in a private collection or buried beneath the abbey's ruins. Others believe they may have been lost forever, their secrets erased by time. The vanished texts of Whitby Abbey serve as a poignant reminder of the fragility of historical knowledge. They challenge us to consider how much of the past remains undiscovered and how much has been irrevocably lost. What might these texts have revealed about the early Christian church in England? Could they have shed light on the lives and beliefs of the monks who once called Whitby home? As we leave the windswept cliffs of Whitby, our journey takes us next to the forbidden library of Clairvaux Abbey, where texts deemed too dangerous for the public were hidden away. What secrets lie within these forbidden pages, and what do they tell us about the power of knowledge in the medieval world? The mysteries of monastic libraries continue to unfold as we delve deeper into their hidden histories. Now, as we venture deeper into the heart of medieval monastic mysteries, we arrive at Clairvaux Abbey, a place where the boundaries of knowledge and power intersected in profound ways. Founded in the early 12th century by Saint Bernard of Clairvaux, this abbey became one of the most influential Cistercian monasteries in Europe. Known for its strict adherence to monastic discipline and its role in shaping medieval spirituality, Clairvaux Abbey also harbored a secret, a forbidden library filled with texts deemed too dangerous for the public eye. The Forbidden Library of Clairvaux Abbey was no ordinary collection. It housed works that challenged the doctrines of the Church, including heretical writings, philosophical treatises, and even texts on magic and alchemy. These were the kinds of books that could spark dissent, question authority, or reveal knowledge considered too potent for the average person. The very existence of such a library raises questions about the abbey's dual role as both a spiritual sanctuary and a repository of forbidden ideas. Saint Bernard, the abbey's founder, was a towering figure in medieval Christianity, known for his fervent sermons and his efforts to reform the Church. Yet, under his leadership, Clairvaux Abbey became a place where controversial texts were carefully preserved, perhaps as a way to study and refute them, or perhaps to keep them out of the hands of those who might misuse them. The library's contents were a reflection of the tensions between faith and reason, orthodoxy and dissent that characterized the medieval world. Among the forbidden texts were works by early Christian heretics such as the Gnostics, whose teachings were condemned by the Church. There were also writings by Islamic and Jewish scholars whose ideas on science, philosophy, and medicine were often suppressed in Christian Europe. Some texts even delved into the occult, exploring topics like astrology, divination, and the summoning of spirits. These works were not merely banned, they were considered dangerous, capable of leading the faithful astray or undermining the Church's authority. The Abbey's history adds layers to the mystery. Clairvaux Abbey was not just a religious institution, it was also a center of learning and intellectual exchange. The monks who lived there were scholars, scribes, and theologians, tasked with preserving and interpreting the knowledge of their time. The Forbidden Library may have served as a kind of intellectual battleground where ideas were debated, challenged, and sometimes suppressed. What became of these forbidden texts? Some were likely destroyed during the Abbey's decline, particularly during the French Revolution, when many monastic libraries were looted or burned. Others may have been hidden away, buried in secret chambers, or smuggled to other locations. A few might still exist today, tucked away in private collections or forgotten archives, waiting to be rediscovered. The Forbidden Library of Clairvaux Abbey reminds us of the power of knowledge and the lengths to which institutions will go to control it. It challenges us to consider what truths might have been lost or suppressed in the name of orthodoxy. What insights into medieval thought and culture might these forbidden texts reveal? And what do they tell us about the enduring struggle between authority and freedom of thought? As we leave the shadowy corridors of Clairvaux Abbey, our journey takes us next to the alchemical secrets of Melk Abbey, where ancient manuscripts hold the promise of eternal life. What mysteries lie within these pages, and what do they reveal about humanity's quest for immortality? The secrets of monastic libraries continue to unfold, each one a piece of the puzzle in our understanding of the medieval world. Now, as we step into the realm of transformation and eternal mysteries, we arrive at Monte Abbey, a place where the pursuit of alchemy intertwined with the spiritual quest for enlightenment. Nestled along the banks of the Danube River in Austria, Monte Abbey stands as a testament to the grandeur of medieval monasticism. But beneath its ornate halls and sacred spaces lies a hidden legacy, a collection of alchemical manuscripts that sought to unlock the secrets of the universe, including the legendary Philosopher's Stone. Monte Abbey, founded in the 11th century, was not only a center of religious devotion but also a hub of intellectual and scientific exploration. The monks who resided there were not just men of prayer, they were scholars, experimenters, and seekers of knowledge. Among their most prized possessions were texts on alchemy, a discipline that blended science, philosophy, and mysticism in the pursuit of transforming base metals into gold and discovering the elixir of life. The Philosopher's Stone, the ultimate goal of alchemy, was believed to hold the power to grant immortality and infinite wealth. It was a symbol of perfection, a bridge between the material and the divine. The alchemical manuscripts at Monte Abbey delved into the intricate processes and symbolic language of this ancient art. These texts were not mere recipes for chemical experiments. They were philosophical treatises filled with allegories and metaphors that reflected the spiritual journey of the alchemist. The abbey's role in medieval alchemy was significant. It served as a sanctuary for the study and preservation of alchemical knowledge, even as the Church grew increasingly wary of its practices. Alchemy, with its focus on transformation and the pursuit of hidden truths, often walked a fine line between orthodoxy and heresy. The monks of Monte Abbey, however, approached alchemy with a sense of reverence, seeing it as a way to understand the divine order of the universe. Among the manuscripts were works by prominent alchemists of the time, such as Hermes Trismegistus and Paracelsus, whose writings explored the connections between the physical and spiritual worlds. These texts included detailed instructions on the preparation of elixirs, the purification of metals, and the creation of the Philosopher's Stone. They also contained cryptic symbols and diagrams, which were meant to guide the alchemist through the stages of transformation from the raw and chaotic to the refined and perfected. The legacy of Monte Abbey's alchemical secrets is shrouded in mystery. While some of these manuscripts have survived, others were lost or destroyed over the centuries. The French Revolution and the secularization of monastic properties in the 19th century led to the dispersal of many of the abbey's treasures. Yet, the influence of its alchemical tradition endures, offering a glimpse into the medieval mind's fascination with the mysteries of life, death, and transcendence. What can we learn from the alchemical secrets of Monte Abbey? They remind us of humanity's enduring quest for knowledge and transformation, a journey that transcends time and culture. The Philosopher's Stone, though never found, symbolizes the eternal hope for renewal and immortality. It challenges us to consider the ways in which science, spirituality, and philosophy intersect in our own search for meaning. As we leave the alchemical laboratories of Monte Abbey, our journey takes us next to the lost chronicles of Glastonbury Abbey, where early Arthurian legends intertwine with the mysteries of history. What stories do these ancient texts hold, and what secrets of the past might they reveal? The enigmas of monastic libraries continue to unfold, each one a thread in the tapestry of our shared heritage. Now, as we journey from the alchemical mysteries of Monte Abbey, we find ourselves drawn to the legendary Glastonbury Abbey, a place steeped in myth and history. Nestled in the heart of Somerset, England, Glastonbury Abbey has long been associated with the tales of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. But beyond its Arthurian connections lies a deeper mystery, the lost chronicles of Glastonbury, ancient texts that were said to hold the earliest accounts of these legendary stories. Glastonbury Abbey, founded in the 7th century, was one of the most important religious centers in medieval England. It was a place of pilgrimage, learning, and spiritual devotion, attracting scholars and seekers from across Europe. The Abbey's library was renowned for its collection of manuscripts, many of which chronicled the history of Britain and its legendary figures. Among these were the Lost Chronicles, texts that were believed to contain detailed accounts of King Arthur's reign, his court, and the quest for the Holy Grail. The connection between Glastonbury and Arthurian legend is deeply rooted in medieval tradition. According to one famous tale, the monks of Glastonbury Abbey claim to have discovered the tomb of King Arthur and Queen Guinevere in the 12th century. This discovery, whether historical or symbolic, cemented the Abbey's place in Arthurian lore. The Lost Chronicles were said to expand on these stories, offering insights into the lives of Arthur, Merlin, and the knights who served them. But what happened to these chronicles? Over the centuries, Glastonbury Abbey faced numerous challenges, including fires, political upheaval, and the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII. Many of its precious manuscripts were lost, destroyed, or scattered. The Lost Chronicles, if they ever existed, vanished into the mists of time, leaving behind only fragments and references in other texts. Scholars and historians have long sought to uncover the truth behind these lost chronicles. Some believe they may have been hidden away to protect them from destruction, while others think they were simply lost in the chaos of history. The search for these texts has taken researchers through ancient libraries, private collections, and even archaeological sites, but the chronicles remain elusive. The significance of the Lost Chronicles extends beyond their connection to Arthurian legend. They represent a window into the medieval imagination, a time when history and myth were intertwined. These texts would not only shed light on the stories of King Arthur, but also provide valuable insights into the cultural and spiritual life of medieval Britain. As we reflect on the mysteries of Glastonbury Abbey, we are reminded of the enduring power of storytelling. The tales of King Arthur and his knights continue to captivate us, not just as legends but as symbols of courage, honor, and the quest for truth. The Lost Chronicles of Glastonbury, though still hidden, invite us to keep searching, to keep exploring the rich tapestry of our past. With the echoes of Arthurian legend still lingering in our minds, our journey now takes us to the hidden chamber of Fountains Abbey, where rare manuscripts are rumored to lie waiting to be discovered. What secrets might these ancient texts hold, and what stories do they have to tell? The mysteries of monastic libraries continue to unfold, each one a piece of the puzzle in our quest to understand the past. As we leave the Arthurian mysteries of Glastonbury behind, our path now leads us to the rugged landscapes of North Yorkshire, where Fountains Abbey stands as a testament to medieval grandeur and spiritual devotion. Founded in the 12th century, Fountains Abbey quickly rose to prominence as one of the wealthiest and most influential Cistercian monasteries in England. Its sprawling ruins, now an UNESCO World Heritage Site, whisper tales of a bygone era, but beneath its weathered stones lies a secret that has intrigued historians and treasure hunters alike: the hidden chamber of Fountains Abbey. The Abbey's history is as rich as it is turbulent. Established during a time of religious reform, Fountains Abbey became a center of monastic life, agriculture, and scholarship. Its monks were known for their meticulous record-keeping, and the Abbey's library was said to house some of the most valuable manuscripts of the medieval world. Yet, as with many monastic institutions, Fountains Abbey faced its share of trials, including financial struggles, political pressures, and the eventual dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII. It was during this period of upheaval that the hidden chamber is believed to have been sealed, its contents safeguarded from destruction or theft. Legends surrounding the hidden chamber suggest it was constructed as a secure vault, designed to protect the Abbey's most precious treasures. Among these treasures were rare manuscripts, some of which were said to contain forbidden knowledge, alchemical secrets, or early Christian teachings deemed too controversial for public eyes. The chamber's exact location remains a mystery, though some speculate it lies deep within the abbey's underground passages, concealed behind stone walls or hidden beneath the abbey's iconic watermill. Efforts to locate the chamber have been ongoing for centuries. Early accounts from the 16th century mention rumors of a secret vault, while more recent archaeological surveys have uncovered tantalizing clues such as unusual stonework and hidden alcoves. Yet, despite these discoveries, the chamber itself has remained elusive, its secrets locked away from the modern world. Some believe the chamber was deliberately designed to be undetectable, its entrance concealed by the abbey's skilled craftsmen to protect its contents from prying eyes. The potential contents of the hidden chamber have sparked endless speculation. Could it hold lost chronicles of the Cistercian order, detailing their spiritual practices and daily lives? Might it contain ancient maps revealing forgotten trade routes or hidden lands? Or perhaps it houses alchemical texts offering insights into the medieval pursuit of the philosopher's stone. Whatever lies within, the chamber represents a tantalizing piece of the puzzle in our understanding of medieval monastic life. As we ponder the mysteries of Fountains Abbey, we are reminded of the enduring allure of hidden knowledge. The Abbey's hidden chamber, much like the lost chronicles of Glastonbury, invites us to keep searching, to keep unraveling the threads of history. Each discovery, no matter how small, brings us closer to understanding the lives, beliefs, and aspirations of those who came before us. With the secrets of Fountains Abbey still shrouded in mystery, our journey now turns to the cursed texts of Mont Saint-Michel, where ancient manuscripts are said to bring misfortune to those who dare to read them. What dark tales do these texts hold, and what warnings might they offer to the curious? The enigmas of medieval monastic libraries continue to unfold, each one a doorway to the past. As we leave the enigmatic chamber of Fountains Abbey behind, our journey now takes us to the windswept shores of Normandy, where the towering abbey of Mont Saint-Michel rises from the sea like a fortress of faith and mystery. Known as the Wonder of the West, this medieval marvel has long been a site of pilgrimage, learning, and legend. But beneath its soaring spires and labyrinthine halls lies a darker tale, one of cursed texts said to bring misfortune to those who dare to read them. Mont Saint-Michel's history is as dramatic as its setting. Founded in the 8th century, the abbey became a beacon of monastic scholarship, attracting scholars, scribes, and seekers of knowledge from across Europe. Its library, once one of the most renowned in Christendom, housed a vast collection of manuscripts ranging from sacred scriptures to scientific treatises. Yet among these treasures were texts shrouded in mystery and fear, works believed to carry a curse that would bring disaster to anyone who attempted to decipher their secrets. The origins of these cursed texts are as murky as the tides that surround the abbey. Some say they were brought to Mont Saint-Michel by a renegade monk fleeing persecution, while others claim they were part of a secret collection hidden away by the abbey's guardians to protect the uninitiated from their dangerous knowledge. The texts themselves are said to be written in an unknown script, filled with cryptic symbols and arcane diagrams that defy interpretation. Over the centuries, those who have tried to unlock their meaning have met with strange and often tragic fates, accidents, illnesses, and even madness. One of the most famous legends tells of a young scholar who, in the 15th century, became obsessed with deciphering one of the cursed manuscripts. Ignoring warnings from the abbey's monks, he spent months poring over the text, convinced it held the key to ancient wisdom. But as he delved deeper, his health began to fail, and his mind grew increasingly unstable. He was found one morning, lifeless in his cell, the cursed manuscript open before him. To this day, the text remains unread, its secrets locked away. The abbey's monks, ever mindful of the dangers posed by these texts, took great care to keep them hidden. Some believe the cursed manuscripts were sealed in a secret vault beneath the abbey, while others suggest they were destroyed to prevent further harm. Yet whispers of their existence persist, fueling the imaginations of treasure hunters and historians alike. Could these texts hold forbidden knowledge, perhaps alchemical formulas or heretical teachings? Or are they simply the product of medieval superstition, their curse nothing more than a cautionary tale? As we reflect on the cursed texts of Mont Saint-Michel, we are reminded of the power of belief and the enduring allure of the unknown. These manuscripts, whether cursed or merely misunderstood, serve as a reminder of the risks and rewards of seeking knowledge. They challenge us to consider the boundaries of human curiosity and the price we are willing to pay for understanding. With the mysteries of Mont Saint-Michel still echoing in our minds, our exploration now turns to the lost maps of Durham Abbey, where ancient cartographic secrets may reveal forgotten lands and hidden treasures. What paths might these maps uncover, and what stories do they hold? The secrets of medieval monastic libraries continue to unfold, each one a gateway to the past. Turning our gaze now to the rugged landscapes of northern England, we arrive at Durham Abbey, a place where the echoes of medieval exploration still resonate. Nestled along the River Wear, this abbey was not only a spiritual sanctuary but also a hub of knowledge and discovery. Among its most intriguing treasures were the lost maps of Durham, believed to chart ancient trade routes and hidden pathways that connected distant lands. These maps, now vanished, hold the promise of unlocking secrets about the medieval world's understanding of geography and commerce. Durham Abbey's role in medieval exploration cannot be overstated. As a center of learning, it attracted scholars and travelers who brought with them knowledge from far-flung regions. The Abbey's library was said to house a collection of maps that detailed not only the known world but also speculative routes to uncharted territories. These maps were more than mere navigational tools. They were windows into the ambitions and curiosities of a society eager to expand its horizons. Some believe they even hinted at lands beyond Europe, sparking dreams of exploration that would later shape the course of history. The lost maps of Durham are shrouded in mystery. According to legend, they were created by a monk named Edric, a skilled cartographer who traveled extensively and documented his journeys in meticulous detail. His maps were said to include not only geographical features but also annotations about local customs, resources, and potential dangers. For centuries, these maps were consulted by merchants, explorers, and even royalty, guiding them along trade routes that spanned continents. Yet, at some point, they disappeared, leaving behind only fragments of their existence in historical records and oral traditions. Theories about the maps' disappearance abound. Some suggest they were stolen during a raid, while others believe they were deliberately hidden to protect their valuable knowledge. There are even whispers that the maps contained information so sensitive, perhaps about undiscovered lands or untapped wealth, that they were concealed to prevent misuse. Over the years, numerous searches have been conducted to locate them, but the maps remain elusive, their secrets buried beneath layers of time and speculation. What makes the lost maps of Durham so captivating is not just their potential to reveal ancient trade routes, but also what they tell us about the medieval mindset. These maps were more than practical tools. They were expressions of a world in flux, where the boundaries of knowledge were constantly being pushed. They remind us of the courage and curiosity that drove medieval explorers to venture into the unknown, often at great personal risk. The search for these maps continues to inspire historians and adventurers alike, each hoping to uncover a piece of the past that could reshape our understanding of history. As we ponder the mysteries of Durham Abbey's lost maps, we are reminded of the enduring power of exploration and the human desire to chart the unknown. These maps, whether they are ever found or remain forever lost, stand as a testament to the spirit of discovery that has shaped our world. And now, our journey takes us to the hidden library of Gall Abbey, where ancient Anglo-Saxon texts await, holding stories of a time when learning and faith intertwined in ways that still resonate today. Shifting our focus to the windswept shores of northeastern England, we arrive at Jarrow Abbey, a place where the echoes of early Anglo-Saxon scholarship still linger. Founded in the 7th century, this abbey was a beacon of learning during a time when much of Europe was shrouded in the shadows of the so-called Dark Ages. Jarrow Abbey, along with its sister monastery at Wearmouth, became a cradle of knowledge, producing some of the most significant texts of the early medieval period. Among its most tantalizing mysteries is the rumored hidden library, said to house a treasure trove of early Anglo-Saxon manuscripts that could shed light on a pivotal era in history. The abbey's history is deeply intertwined with the life and work of the Venerable Bede, one of the most influential scholars of the early medieval world. Bede, a monk at Jarrow, authored numerous works including his famous Ecclesiastical History of the English People, which remains a cornerstone of early English history. It is believed that Bede had access to a vast collection of texts, many of which were housed in the abbey's library. These manuscripts included religious writings, historical chronicles, and scientific treatises, reflecting the intellectual vibrancy of Jarrow during its heyday. Yet, despite Bede's prolific output, the physical library itself has never been found, leaving historians to wonder about its contents and fate. The hidden library of Jarrow is thought to have been a repository of early Anglo-Saxon texts, some of which may have predated Bede's time. These manuscripts could provide invaluable insights into the cultural, religious, and political landscape of early England. Among the speculated contents are rare copies of biblical commentaries, liturgical texts, and even works of poetry and philosophy. Some scholars believe the library may have also contained records of early Anglo-Saxon laws and genealogies, offering a glimpse into the social structures of the time. The potential discovery of these texts could rewrite our understanding of early medieval Britain. Efforts to locate the hidden library have been ongoing for centuries, driven by the tantalizing possibility of uncovering such a significant collection. Archaeological excavations at the site of Jarrow Abbey have revealed fragments of manuscripts and clues about the abbey's layout, but the library itself remains elusive. Some theories suggest that the library was deliberately concealed during periods of Viking raids or political upheaval, while others propose that it may have been dismantled and its contents dispersed over time. Despite these challenges, modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and advanced imaging techniques, has renewed hope that the library may one day be found. What makes the hidden library of Jarrow so compelling is not just the potential wealth of knowledge it holds, but also what it represents about the resilience of learning in the face of adversity. In an era often characterized by chaos and decline, Jarrow Abbey stood as a testament to the enduring power of scholarship and the human desire to preserve knowledge. The search for its hidden library continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and enthusiasts alike, each hoping to uncover a piece of the past that could illuminate the origins of English culture and identity. As we reflect on the mysteries of Jarrow Abbey's hidden library, we are reminded of the fragility of history and the importance of safeguarding our intellectual heritage. Whether the library is ever found or remains a tantalizing enigma, its story serves as a powerful reminder of the role that places like Jarrow played in shaping the world we know today. And now, our journey takes us to the enigmatic scrolls of Wearmouth Abbey, where symbols and writings from a bygone era await, holding secrets that continue to puzzle and inspire. Turning our attention now to the sister monastery of Jarrow, we arrive at Wearmouth Abbey, a place where the enigmatic scrolls of the early medieval period continue to baffle scholars and historians. Founded in the 7th century by Benedict Biscop, Wearmouth Abbey was a center of learning and artistic achievement, standing alongside Jarrow as a beacon of intellectual and spiritual life. Among its many treasures, the abbey is said to have housed a collection of scrolls adorned with mysterious symbols and writings that have yet to be fully deciphered. These scrolls, often described as both beautiful and perplexing, are believed to hold secrets that could deepen our understanding of early medieval thought and culture. The scrolls of Wearmouth are particularly intriguing because of their unique blend of artistic and textual elements. Unlike traditional manuscripts, which are primarily text-based, these scrolls feature intricate symbols, diagrams, and illustrations that seem to intertwine with the written word. Some scholars suggest that the symbols may represent a form of coded knowledge, perhaps related to religious rituals, astronomical observations, or even alchemical practices. Others propose that the scrolls could contain early attempts at mapping the heavens or recording natural phenomena, reflecting the Abbey's role as a hub of scientific inquiry during a time when such pursuits were rare. The significance of Wearmouth Abbey cannot be overstated. Alongside Jarrow, it was part of a dual monastic complex that played a pivotal role in the preservation and transmission of knowledge during the early medieval period. The Abbey's library, though less discussed than Jarrow's, was equally important, housing texts that ranged from biblical commentaries to works of classical philosophy. The enigmatic scrolls, however, stand out as a unique and mysterious aspect of this collection. Their origins remain unclear, with some theories suggesting they were created by the monks of Wearmouth themselves, while others speculate they may have been brought to the Abbey from distant lands, perhaps as gifts or spoils of trade. One of the most compelling theories about the scrolls is that they may contain a form of early medieval cryptography, designed to protect sacred or esoteric knowledge from falling into the wrong hands. This idea is supported by the fact that many of the symbols appear to follow patterns or sequences, hinting at a deliberate system of encoding. Efforts to decode these symbols have been ongoing for decades, with scholars employing everything from linguistic analysis to computer algorithms in an attempt to unlock their meaning. Yet, despite these efforts, the scrolls remain largely a mystery, their secrets stubbornly guarded by time. Another possibility is that the scrolls were intended as teaching tools, used by the monks to instruct novices in complex theological or scientific concepts. The combination of text and imagery could have served as a visual aid, helping to convey ideas that were difficult to express through words alone. This theory aligns with what we know about the educational practices of the time, which often relied on visual and symbolic representations to enhance understanding. If true, the scrolls would offer a fascinating glimpse into the pedagogical methods of early medieval monasticism. The enduring mystery of the Wearmouth scrolls speaks to the broader challenges of interpreting the past. Like the hidden library of Jarrow, these scrolls remind us of how much has been lost to time and how much remains to be discovered. They also highlight the ingenuity and creativity of the monks who produced them, individuals who sought to preserve and expand knowledge in an era often dismissed as dark and backward. The scrolls are a testament to the intellectual vibrancy of Wearmouth Abbey and its role as a guardian of learning during a transformative period in history. As we ponder the enigmatic scrolls of Wearmouth, we are left with more questions than answers. What do these symbols mean? Who created them, and for what purpose? And what might they reveal about the world in which they were made? These questions continue to drive the search for understanding, drawing historians and enthusiasts alike into the fascinating world of early medieval monasticism. And now, our journey takes us to the vanished texts of Hexham Abbey, where another layer of mystery awaits, promising to deepen our exploration of these ancient repositories of knowledge. Shifting our focus to the north of England, we arrive at Hexham Abbey, a site steeped in history and shrouded in mystery. Founded in the 7th century by Saint Wilfrid, Hexham Abbey was a prominent center of early Christian learning and worship. Among its many treasures, the abbey was said to house a collection of texts containing some of the earliest Christian teachings in Britain. These texts, however, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a mystery that has puzzled historians and scholars for centuries. The vanished texts of Hexham Abbey are believed to have included biblical commentaries, theological treatises, and perhaps even rare copies of early Christian Gospels. These works would have been invaluable to the monks of Hexham, serving as both spiritual guides and educational resources. The abbey itself was a hub of religious and intellectual activity, attracting scholars and pilgrims from across the region. The disappearance of these texts, therefore, represents not just a loss of knowledge but also a gap in our understanding of early Christian thought in Britain. The circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the Hexham texts remain unclear. Some theories suggest they were lost during the Viking raids that plagued the region in the 9th century. The Vikings, known for their destructive incursions, often targeted monasteries for their wealth and valuable artifacts. It's possible that the texts were either destroyed during these raids or taken as plunder, never to be seen again. Another theory posits that the texts were hidden by the monks themselves to protect them from destruction, their location lost to time as the abbey underwent periods of turmoil and rebuilding. Hexham Abbey's history is marked by resilience and transformation. After the Viking raids, the abbey was rebuilt and continued to play a significant role in the religious and cultural life of northern England. However, the vanished texts were never recovered, and their absence has left a lingering question. What secrets did they hold? Some scholars speculate that the texts may have contained unique interpretations of Christian doctrine, reflecting the distinct theological perspectives of early British Christianity. Others suggest they could have included records of local saints and miracles, offering a glimpse into the spiritual life of the region during a formative period. The mystery of the vanished texts is further complicated by the lack of detailed records from the abbey's early history. While Hexham Abbey has been the subject of archaeological and historical study, much of its early documentation has been lost or fragmented. This makes it difficult to piece together a complete picture of what the texts might have contained or why they disappeared. The absence of evidence, however, has only fueled the imagination of historians and enthusiasts who continue to search for clues that might shed light on this enduring enigma. One intriguing possibility is that the texts were not lost but rather absorbed into other collections. During the medieval period, manuscripts were often copied and circulated among monasteries, sometimes leading to the dispersal of original works. It's possible that the Hexham texts were copied and sent to other religious institutions, their origins gradually forgotten over time. If this is the case, fragments of the vanished texts may still exist, waiting to be identified among the countless manuscripts preserved in libraries and archives across Europe. The vanished texts of Hexham Abbey serve as a poignant reminder of the fragility of historical knowledge. They also highlight the importance of monastic libraries as repositories of learning and culture, even as they faced constant threats from war, natural disasters, and the passage of time. The mystery of these texts invites us to reflect on the countless other works that have been lost to history, their stories forever untold. As we continue our exploration of medieval monastic libraries, we turn next to the forbidden library of Tyne Abbey, where another layer of intrigue awaits. Now, let us journey to the heart of medieval France, where the enigmatic Tyne Abbey holds its own secrets. Nestled in the lush countryside, Tyne Abbey was once a thriving center of monastic life and learning. But beneath its serene exterior lay a hidden treasure trove of forbidden knowledge, a library that housed texts deemed too dangerous or heretical for the eyes of the faithful. This forbidden library has long intrigued historians, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the intellectual and spiritual conflicts of the medieval world. Founded in the early 12th century by Saint Bernard of Tyne, the abbey quickly gained a reputation for its strict adherence to monastic discipline and its commitment to education. The monks of Tyne were known for their scholarly pursuits, meticulously copying and preserving manuscripts that ranged from religious texts to works on philosophy, science, and even magic. However, not all of these texts were welcomed by the Church. Among the abbey's collection were works that challenged orthodox doctrine, questioned the authority of the clergy, or explored ideas considered too radical for the time. The Forbidden Library of Cluny Abbey is believed to have included texts on alchemy, astrology, and even early forms of what we might now call natural philosophy. Some of these works were translations of ancient Greek and Arabic texts, which had made their way into Europe through the efforts of scholars and translators. Others were original compositions by monks who dared to explore ideas outside the bounds of church-approved teachings. These texts were often kept hidden, accessible only to a select few within the abbey who were trusted to handle such dangerous knowledge. The Church's opposition to these texts was rooted in its desire to maintain control over religious and intellectual life. Works that questioned church doctrine or offered alternative interpretations of Scripture were seen as a threat to its authority. As a result, many such texts were banned, and those found in possession of them risked severe punishment. The monks of Cluny, however, seem to have taken a different approach. Rather than destroy these forbidden works, they preserved them in secret, perhaps believing that knowledge, no matter how controversial, had value. The exact contents of the Forbidden Library remain a mystery, as no complete inventory of its holdings has survived. What we do know comes from scattered references in historical records and the occasional discovery of manuscripts that bear the marks of Cluny Abbey. These fragments suggest that the library was a repository of ideas that were far ahead of their time, offering insights into the intellectual curiosity and courage of the monks who safeguarded them. One particularly intriguing aspect of the Forbidden Library is its connection to the broader network of medieval monastic libraries. Cluny Abbey was part of a larger movement of reform and renewal within the Church, and its monks maintained close ties with other religious communities across Europe. It's possible that some of the forbidden texts were shared among these monasteries, creating a clandestine network of knowledge that operated beneath the radar of church authorities. This network may have played a crucial role in preserving ideas that would later resurface during the Renaissance and the Scientific Revolution. The story of Cluny Abbey's Forbidden Library is a testament to the enduring human desire to seek knowledge even in the face of opposition. It reminds us that the pursuit of understanding has always been fraught with challenges, but also that it has the power to transcend the boundaries of time and dogma. As we continue our exploration of medieval monastic libraries, we turn next to the alchemical secrets of Gall Abbey, where the quest for knowledge takes on an even more mystical dimension. Now, let us venture into the mystical world of Gall Abbey, where the pursuit of knowledge took on an almost magical quality. Nestled in the Black Forest of Germany, Gall Abbey was not only a center of monastic devotion, but also a hub for the study of alchemy, a discipline that blended science, philosophy, and spirituality in ways that captivated the medieval mind. Here, the monks sought to unlock the secrets of the natural world, and perhaps even the secrets of life itself, through their exploration of alchemical texts and practices. Founded in the late 11th century, Gall Abbey quickly became renowned for its intellectual rigor and its commitment to the Benedictine rule. The monks of Gall were deeply engaged in the study of ancient texts, many of which had been preserved and translated from Greek, Arabic, and Latin sources. Among these were works on alchemy, a field that sought to transform base metals into gold, discover the elixir of life, and uncover the philosopher's stone, a legendary substance believed to hold the key to immortality. For the monks of Gall, alchemy was not merely a scientific endeavor but a spiritual quest, a way to understand the divine order of the universe. The alchemical secrets of Gall Abbey were closely guarded, known only to a select few within the monastic community. These secrets were recorded in manuscripts that combined intricate diagrams, cryptic symbols, and detailed instructions for alchemical processes. Some of these texts were practical guides, offering step-by-step instructions for creating tinctures, elixirs, and other substances. Others were more philosophical, exploring the symbolic connections between the physical and spiritual realms. For the monks, the act of alchemy was a form of meditation, a way to draw closer to God by understanding the hidden workings of His creation. One of the most fascinating aspects of Hirsau's alchemical tradition is its connection to the broader intellectual currents of medieval Europe. The abbey was part of a network of monasteries that exchanged knowledge and ideas, often in secret to avoid the scrutiny of church authorities. This network allowed the monks of Hirsau to access texts from as far away as Spain, Byzantium, and the Islamic world, enriching their understanding of alchemy and other sciences. It's possible that some of the alchemical secrets preserved at Hirsau were later transmitted to scholars during the Renaissance, influencing the development of modern chemistry and medicine. The Philosopher's Stone, in particular, held a special place in the alchemical pursuits of Hirsau Abbey. This elusive substance was believed to possess the power to transform not only metals but also the human soul, offering a path to spiritual enlightenment. The search for the Philosopher's Stone was as much a metaphor for the monks' spiritual journey as it was a literal quest. It symbolized their desire to transcend the limitations of the material world and achieve union with the divine. While the stone itself may have been a myth, the ideas it inspired were very real, driving the monks to explore the boundaries of knowledge and faith. Today, the alchemical secrets of Hirsau Abbey remain shrouded in mystery. Many of the manuscripts that once filled its library have been lost to time, and those that survive are often fragmentary or difficult to decipher. Yet, the legacy of Hirsau's alchemical tradition endures, a testament to the monks' relentless curiosity and their belief in the transformative power of knowledge. As we continue our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries, we turn next to the lost chronicles of Bury St. Edmunds, where history and legend intertwine in fascinating ways. Now, as we step away from the alchemical mysteries of Hirsau Abbey, our journey takes us to the heart of medieval England, where the lost chronicles of Bury St. Edmunds Abbey await discovery. This abbey, dedicated to the martyred King Edmund, was once a beacon of learning and historical record-keeping, its library housing some of the most detailed accounts of early English history. Yet, much of this invaluable knowledge has vanished, leaving historians and scholars to piece together the fragments of a once great collection. Bury St. Edmunds Abbey, founded in the early 11th century, quickly rose to prominence as one of the wealthiest and most influential monastic institutions in England. Its location in Suffolk made it a strategic center for both religious and political activity, and its library became a repository for chronicles, charters, and manuscripts that documented the unfolding story of the English nation. The monks of Bury St. Edmunds were meticulous record keepers, compiling annals that traced the lineage of kings, the rise and fall of dynasties, and the pivotal events that shaped the medieval world. These chronicles were not just dry historical accounts. They were vibrant narratives that brought the past to life, blending fact with legend in a way that captivated readers. Among the most sought-after texts from Bury St. Edmunds are the Lost Chronicles, which are believed to have contained unique insights into the early history of England. These chronicles were said to include detailed descriptions of the reigns of Anglo-Saxon kings, the Norman conquest, and the turbulent years that followed. They may have also held records of local events, such as the abbey's own struggles and triumphs, offering a window into the daily lives of the monks and the communities they served. For historians, these chronicles represent a treasure trove of information, a missing link in the story of England's past. The disappearance of these chronicles is one of the great mysteries of medieval scholarship. Some believe they were lost during the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII, when many monastic libraries were dismantled and their contents scattered or destroyed. Others speculate that the chronicles were hidden away by the monks themselves, perhaps buried or secreted in a forgotten chamber to protect them from destruction. Over the centuries, numerous searches have been conducted to locate these texts, but so far they have eluded discovery. The few fragments that have been found only deepen the mystery, hinting at the richness of the lost collection. One intriguing theory suggests that the chronicles of Bury St. Edmunds may have influenced later historical works, such as the writings of medieval chroniclers like William of Malmesbury and Matthew Paris. If true, this would mean that the lost texts played a crucial role in shaping our understanding of English history, even if they themselves remain hidden. The search for these chronicles continues to this day, driven by the hope that they may one day be found, offering a glimpse into a world that has long since faded from memory. As we reflect on the lost chronicles of Bury St. Edmunds, we are reminded of the fragility of history and the importance of preserving the stories that connect us to our past. These texts, though lost, continue to inspire curiosity and wonder, a testament to the enduring power of knowledge. And now, as we prepare to uncover the next secret, we turn our attention to the hidden chamber of Revolks Abbey, where whispers of rare manuscripts and untold stories await. As we leave the mysteries of Bury St. Edmunds behind, our journey now takes us to the windswept moors of North Yorkshire, where Revolks Abbey stands as a haunting reminder of medieval grandeur. This Cistercian monastery, founded in the 12th century, was once one of the most powerful and prosperous abbeys in England, its influence stretching far beyond its remote location. Yet, beneath its crumbling arches and weathered stones lies a secret that has intrigued historians and treasure hunters alike, a hidden chamber rumored to house rare and priceless manuscripts. Revolks Abbey was established in 1132 by a group of monks from Clairvaux Abbey in France, under the guidance of Saint Bernard of Clairvaux. Known for their strict adherence to the rule of Saint Benedict, the Cistercians sought solitude and simplicity, and Revolks's isolated setting provided the perfect environment for their spiritual and scholarly pursuits. Over time, the abbey grew into a center of learning and innovation, its library filled with illuminated manuscripts, theological texts, and scientific treatises. The monks of Revolks were not only devout but also skilled scribes and scholars, producing works that were highly sought after across Europe. The existence of a hidden chamber within the abbey has long been the subject of speculation. According to local legends and historical accounts, the monks of Revolks, anticipating the turmoil of the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII, may have concealed their most valuable manuscripts in a secret vault. This chamber, if it exists, could hold texts that shed light on the abbey's inner workings, its connections to other monastic institutions, and perhaps even lost works of medieval literature or science. The idea of such a hidden trove has fueled countless searches, but so far the chamber has remained elusive. What makes the mystery even more compelling is the abbey's architectural complexity. Revolks was designed with a series of underground passages and storage areas, some of which have yet to be fully explored. These spaces, originally used for practical purposes like storing food and supplies, may have been repurposed to safeguard the abbey's most precious possessions. Modern archaeologists and historians have used ground-penetrating radar and other technologies to search for hidden rooms, but the dense stone walls and centuries of decay have made the task challenging. The potential contents of the hidden chamber are a tantalizing prospect. Among the rumored treasures are rare illuminated manuscripts, possibly including works by the abbey's own scribes, as well as texts brought from other monasteries for safekeeping. There is also speculation that the chamber could contain records of the abbey's extensive landholdings and financial dealings, offering insights into the economic and political power of the Cistercian order. For scholars, the discovery of such a chamber would be nothing short of revolutionary, providing a wealth of new material to study and interpret. As we ponder the secrets of Revolks Abbey, we are reminded of the enduring allure of the unknown. The hidden chamber, whether real or imagined, represents a connection to a world that has long since vanished, a world where knowledge was both a sacred duty and a precious commodity. And now, as we prepare to uncover the next mystery, we turn our attention to the cursed texts of Jedburgh Abbey, where whispers of misfortune and ancient warnings await. Now, as we journey from the windswept moors of North Yorkshire to the serene banks of the River Shannon in Ireland, we find ourselves at Clonmacnoise Abbey, a place steeped in both spiritual reverence and dark legend. Founded in the 6th century by Saint Cyron, this ancient monastic site became one of the most important centers of learning and religion in early medieval Ireland. Yet, among its many treasures lies a shadowy secret: the cursed texts of Clonmacnoise, said to bring misfortune, illness, or even death to those who dare to read them. Clonmacnoise Abbey was a beacon of scholarship and piety, attracting monks, students, and pilgrims from across Europe. Its scriptorium produced some of the most exquisite illuminated manuscripts of the time, blending intricate artistry with profound theological insights. However, not all the texts created or stored here were meant to be read. According to local law, certain manuscripts were imbued with a curse, either as a form of divine punishment or as a protective measure to guard forbidden knowledge. These cursed texts were said to contain secrets too dangerous for the uninitiated, ranging from heretical teachings to ancient rituals that could unleash chaos if misused. The legends surrounding these texts are as varied as they are chilling. One tale tells of a monk who, driven by curiosity, secretly read a cursed manuscript. Within days, he fell gravely ill, and despite the prayers of his brethren, he passed away, his final words a warning to others. Another story speaks of a nobleman who stole a cursed text from the abbey, only to lose his fortune, his family, and ultimately his life in a series of tragic events. These accounts, though unverified, have persisted for centuries, adding to the mystique of Clonmacnoise and its enigmatic library. The abbey's history only deepens the intrigue. Clonmacnoise was repeatedly targeted by Viking raids, fires, and political upheavals, each event leaving its mark on the monastery and its collection of texts. Some believe that the cursed manuscripts were created as a form of spiritual protection, their curses serving as a deterrent against theft or misuse. Others speculate that the texts contain knowledge deemed too dangerous by the church, such as pagan rituals or alchemical secrets, and that the curses were a way to ensure they remained hidden. Modern scholars have attempted to uncover the truth behind these legends, but the cursed texts of Clonmacnoise remain elusive. No definitive evidence of their existence has been found, and the abbey's surviving manuscripts offer no clear clues. Yet the stories persist, passed down through generations and woven into the fabric of Irish folklore. For many, the cursed texts are not just a historical mystery, but a reminder of the power of belief and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we leave the haunting tales of Clonmacnoise behind, our journey continues to the lost maps of St. Albans Abbey, where ancient cartographic secrets await discovery. What hidden knowledge might these maps reveal, and what stories do they hold? The answers lie just ahead. Turning our attention now to the rolling hills of Hertfordshire, we arrive at St. Albans Abbey, a site renowned not only for its spiritual significance but also for its contributions to medieval cartography. Nestled in the heart of England, this abbey was a hub of intellectual activity during the Middle Ages, producing some of the most detailed and accurate maps of its time. Among its many treasures were the lost maps of St. Albans, believed to chart ancient trade routes that connected distant lands and cultures. These maps, now vanished, hold the key to understanding how medieval scholars viewed the world and the intricate networks of commerce and travel that shaped their era. St. Albans Abbey was a center of learning and innovation, attracting some of the brightest minds of the medieval period. Its monks were not only devoted to religious study but also to the sciences, including geography and cartography. The abbey's scriptorium was known for producing meticulously crafted maps, which combined biblical narratives with the latest geographical knowledge of the time. These maps were not merely practical tools for navigation. They were works of art, blending spiritual symbolism with scientific inquiry. The lost maps of St. Albans were said to be among the finest examples of this tradition, offering a glimpse into the medieval understanding of the world's geography. The disappearance of these maps remains one of the great mysteries of medieval history. Some scholars believe they were lost during the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII, when many monastic libraries were dismantled and their contents scattered or destroyed. Others speculate that the maps were hidden away to protect their valuable knowledge, perhaps buried within the abbey's grounds or smuggled to a safer location. Despite numerous searches and excavations, no trace of the maps has been found, leaving their fate shrouded in uncertainty. What makes these lost maps particularly intriguing is their rumored content. According to historical accounts, they depicted not only well-known trade routes, but also lesser-known paths that connected remote regions of Europe, Asia, and even Africa. These routes were vital for the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture, shaping the medieval world in profound ways. The maps were also said to include annotations and symbols that hinted at hidden dangers, such as bandit-infested roads or treacherous mountain passes, as well as markers for safe havens and prosperous markets. For medieval travelers and merchants, such information would have been invaluable. The search for the lost maps of St. Albans continues to captivate historians and treasure hunters alike. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and advanced imaging techniques, has renewed hope that these elusive artifacts might one day be found. Yet, even if the maps remain lost, their legacy endures. They remind us of the ingenuity and curiosity of medieval scholars, who sought to map not only the physical world but also the spiritual and cultural connections that bound it together. As we leave the mysteries of St. Albans behind, our journey takes us next to the hidden library of Malmesbury Abbey, where ancient Anglo-Saxon texts await discovery. What secrets might these forgotten manuscripts hold, and what stories do they tell? The answers lie just ahead. Now, as we venture further into the shadows of history, we arrive at Malmesbury Abbey, a place steeped in both spiritual and scholarly significance. This ancient abbey, nestled in the rolling countryside of Wiltshire, was once a beacon of learning during the Anglo-Saxon period. Among its many mysteries lies the tale of its hidden library, rumored to house some of the earliest and most significant Anglo-Saxon texts ever written. These manuscripts, now lost to time, are believed to contain invaluable insights into the language, culture, and beliefs of early medieval England. Malmesbury Abbey was founded in the 7th century, making it one of the oldest monastic sites in England. It quickly became a center of intellectual activity, attracting scholars and scribes from across the region. The abbey's library was said to be one of the most extensive of its time, filled with texts on theology, history, and science. Among its treasures were works by the Venerable Bede, one of the most influential scholars of the early medieval period, as well as rare Anglo-Saxon chronicles that documented the lives and deeds of kings, saints, and warriors. These texts were not only historical records but also cultural artifacts, preserving the stories and traditions of a people whose world was rapidly changing. The hidden library of Malmesbury is shrouded in mystery. According to legend, the monks of the abbey, fearing the destruction of their precious manuscripts during times of turmoil, concealed the library within the abbey's walls or buried it deep beneath the ground. Some accounts suggest that the library was hidden during the Viking raids of the 9th century, while others point to the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century as the likely moment of its disappearance. Whatever the truth, the library has remained elusive, its location a tantalizing secret that has intrigued historians and archaeologists for centuries. Efforts to locate the hidden library have been ongoing for decades. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and thermal imaging, has been employed to scan the abbey's grounds in search of hidden chambers or buried vaults. While these tools have revealed intriguing anomalies, no definitive evidence of the library has yet been found. Some researchers believe that the library may have been dismantled and its contents scattered, while others hold out hope that the manuscripts are still intact, waiting to be discovered. The potential discovery of the hidden library of Malmesbury would be a monumental event for historians and scholars. The text it contains could shed new light on the Anglo-Saxon period, offering fresh perspectives on the language, literature, and culture of early medieval England. They might also provide clues about the connections between Anglo-Saxon England and the wider medieval world, revealing how ideas and knowledge were exchanged across borders and cultures. As we ponder the mysteries of Malmesbury Abbey, our journey continues to the enigmatic scrolls of Roch Abbey, where symbols and writings defy explanation. What secrets might these ancient scrolls hold, and what stories do they tell? The answers await us in the next chapter of our exploration. Turning our attention now to the enigmatic scrolls of Ely Abbey, we find ourselves faced with yet another tantalizing mystery from the medieval world. Ely Abbey, located in the heart of the Cambridgeshire Fens, was a place of immense spiritual and intellectual importance during the Middle Ages. Its library, though less renowned than some of its counterparts, held a collection of scrolls that have baffled scholars for centuries. These scrolls, adorned with intricate symbols and cryptic writings, are unlike anything else found in medieval monastic libraries, and their true purpose remains a subject of intense debate. Ely Abbey was founded in the 7th century, and like many monastic institutions of the time, it became a hub of learning and religious devotion. The abbey's library was modest compared to others, but it was home to a unique set of scrolls that have captured the imagination of historians and cryptographers alike. The scrolls are written in a script that defies easy translation, with symbols that appear to blend elements of Latin, Greek, and even older, possibly pre-Christian alphabets. Some scholars believe these symbols may represent a form of coded language, while others suggest they could be part of a mystical or alchemical tradition. Theories about the scrolls' origins and purpose are as varied as they are intriguing. One prominent theory posits that the scrolls were created by the monks of Ely as a way to preserve esoteric knowledge, perhaps related to early Christian mysticism or even older pagan traditions. Another possibility is that the scrolls were brought to Ely from elsewhere, possibly as part of a larger effort to safeguard knowledge during times of political or religious upheaval. The fact that the scrolls have survived at all is remarkable, given the turbulent history of the abbey, which faced Viking raids, Norman conquests, and the eventual dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII. Efforts to decipher the scrolls have been ongoing for decades with limited success. Modern technology, including advanced imaging techniques and artificial intelligence, has been employed to analyze the symbols and patterns, but the scrolls continue to resist interpretation. Some researchers believe that the key to unlocking their secrets lies in understanding the cultural and historical context in which they were created, while others argue that the scrolls may require a completely new approach to decoding, one that goes beyond traditional linguistic analysis. The significance of the Ely scrolls extends beyond their mysterious content. They serve as a reminder of the rich and complex intellectual life of medieval monastic communities, where knowledge was often preserved in ways that were as much about secrecy as they were about scholarship. The scrolls also highlight the enduring allure of the unknown, drawing us into a world where the boundaries between history, myth, and mystery blur. As we leave the enigmatic scrolls of Ely behind, our journey takes us next to the vanished texts of Peterborough Abbey, where another layer of medieval secrets awaits. What stories might these lost texts tell, and what clues do they hold about the past? The answers lie just ahead. Now, as we step into the shadows of Peterborough Abbey, we uncover a mystery that has puzzled historians and theologians alike: the vanished texts of Peterborough. This abbey, nestled in the heart of England, was once a beacon of Christian scholarship, its library brimming with sacred writings and early Christian teachings. Yet among its treasures were texts that vanished without a trace, leaving behind only whispers of their existence and a trail of unanswered questions. Peterborough Abbey, founded in the 7th century, was a center of religious and intellectual activity for centuries. Its library was renowned for its collection of manuscripts, many of which were believed to contain rare and early Christian teachings. These texts were not just religious documents, they were windows into the spiritual and cultural life of early medieval England. However, during the tumultuous period of the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, the abbey's library suffered catastrophic losses. While many manuscripts were destroyed or scattered, the vanished texts of Peterborough stand out as a particularly intriguing case. Unlike other lost works, these texts were specifically noted in historical records as being of immense importance, yet their fate remains unknown. Theories about the disappearance of these texts are as varied as they are fascinating. Some historians suggest that the texts were deliberately hidden by the monks to protect them from destruction during the dissolution. Others propose that they were smuggled out of the abbey and taken to a secret location, perhaps even overseas, to preserve their contents. There are even those who believe that the texts may have been destroyed, but not before their knowledge was passed on orally or through other means, leaving behind a legacy that survives in fragments. One of the most compelling aspects of this mystery is the nature of the texts themselves. Descriptions from surviving records suggest that they contain teachings and interpretations of early Christianity that were considered radical or heretical by later standards. This has led some scholars to speculate that the texts may have been suppressed intentionally, their disappearance orchestrated to prevent their influence from spreading. Others argue that the texts were simply lost in the chaos of the time, their significance only recognized in hindsight. Efforts to locate the vanished texts have been ongoing for centuries, with scholars and treasure hunters alike searching for clues. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and archival analysis, has been employed in the hope of uncovering their whereabouts, but so far the texts remain elusive. The mystery of their disappearance continues to captivate, serving as a reminder of the fragility of historical knowledge and the lengths to which people will go to preserve or erase it. As we reflect on the vanished texts of Peterborough, we are reminded of the enduring power of the written word and the stories it carries. These lost manuscripts are more than just historical artifacts. They are fragments of a world that once was, offering glimpses into the beliefs, struggles, and aspirations of those who came before us. And as we move forward in our exploration, we turn our attention to the forbidden library of Gall Abbey, where another layer of medieval secrets awaits. What hidden truths might its walls hold, and what stories are yet to be uncovered? The journey continues. Now, as we journey from the vanished texts of Peterborough, we find ourselves standing before the imposing walls of Gall Abbey, a place steeped in history and shrouded in mystery. This abbey, founded in the 11th century to commemorate the Battle of Hastings, holds within its storied past a secret that has intrigued scholars for centuries: the forbidden library of Gall Abbey, established by William the Conqueror as penance for the bloodshed of the famous battle, was not just a place of worship but also a center of learning. Its library, though less renowned than some of its contemporaries, was said to house a collection of texts that the church deemed too dangerous to be widely known. These forbidden works included writings on theology, philosophy, and even early scientific ideas that challenged the established doctrines of the time. The very existence of such texts was a testament to the intellectual courage of the monks who collected and preserved them, often at great personal risk. The contents of the forbidden library were as varied as they were controversial. Among its treasures were manuscripts that questioned the nature of divine authority, explored alternative interpretations of scripture, and even delved into subjects like alchemy and astrology. These texts, though condemned by the church, were seen by some as vital to the pursuit of knowledge and truth. The monks of Gall Abbey, it seems, were not content to simply follow the orthodoxy of their time. They sought to understand the world in all its complexity, even if it meant venturing into forbidden territory. The history of the Forbidden Library is as tumultuous as the Abbey itself. During periods of religious upheaval such as the Reformation, the library faced repeated threats of destruction. Many of its texts were lost or destroyed, their contents erased from history. Yet some survived, hidden away in secret chambers or smuggled to safety by those who believed in their value. The fate of these texts remains a subject of speculation, with some historians suggesting that fragments of the Forbidden Library may still exist, waiting to be rediscovered. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Forbidden Library is the question of why these texts were deemed so dangerous. What ideas did they contain that posed such a threat to the Church? Some scholars believe that the texts challenged the very foundations of religious authority, offering alternative visions of faith and spirituality. Others suggest that they contained knowledge that was ahead of its time, ideas that could have transformed the intellectual landscape of medieval Europe if they had been allowed to spread. As we ponder the mysteries of the Forbidden Library of Battle, we are reminded of the power of ideas and the lengths to which people will go to protect or suppress them. The story of this library is not just a tale of lost books. It is a testament to the enduring human quest for knowledge and the courage it takes to seek the truth, even in the face of opposition. And as we turn our gaze to the alchemical secrets of Waltham Abbey, we wonder what other hidden treasures might lie waiting to be uncovered. The journey into the unknown continues. As we leave the Forbidden Library of Battle Abbey behind, our journey takes us to the hallowed halls of Waltham Abbey, a place where the mystical and the scientific intertwined in the pursuit of alchemical knowledge. Nestled in the heart of Essex, Waltham Abbey was not only a spiritual sanctuary but also a hub of intellectual exploration, particularly in the enigmatic field of alchemy. Here, monks and scholars sought to unlock the secrets of the natural world, blending ancient wisdom with emerging scientific thought. At the heart of Waltham Abbey's alchemical legacy lies the elusive quest for the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary substance said to hold the power to transform base metals into gold and grant eternal life. The Abbey's library was rumored to house a collection of rare manuscripts detailing the intricate processes and symbolic language of alchemy. These texts, often written in cryptic codes and adorned with elaborate illustrations, were more than just recipes for transmutation. They were philosophical treatises that explored the relationship between matter, spirit, and the divine. The monks of Waltham Abbey were not mere dabblers in alchemy. They were serious practitioners who saw their work as a spiritual endeavor. For them, the transformation of metals was a metaphor for the purification of the soul, a journey toward enlightenment. The Philosopher's Stone, in this context, was not just a physical object but a symbol of ultimate wisdom and divine connection. This blending of science and spirituality made Waltham Abbey a unique center of learning, where the boundaries between the material and the metaphysical were constantly blurred. The Abbey's role in medieval alchemy extended beyond its walls. Scholars from across Europe were drawn to Waltham, eager to study its texts and share their own discoveries. This exchange of ideas helped to shape the development of alchemy as a discipline, influencing figures like Roger Bacon and Albertus Magnus. Yet, despite its prominence, much of Waltham Abbey's alchemical knowledge remains shrouded in mystery. Many of its manuscripts were lost or destroyed over the centuries, their secrets buried beneath the sands of time. One of the most tantalizing questions surrounding Waltham Abbey is whether any of its alchemical texts have survived. Some historians believe that fragments of these manuscripts may still exist, hidden away in private collections or forgotten archives. Others speculate that the true legacy of Waltham's alchemy lies not in its texts but in the ideas it inspired, which continue to influence modern science and philosophy. As we reflect on the alchemical secrets of Waltham Abbey, we are reminded of the enduring human fascination with the unknown. The quest for the Philosopher's Stone may have been rooted in medieval beliefs, but its themes, transformation, discovery, and the search for meaning are timeless. And as we prepare to delve into the lost chronicles of Reading Abbey, we wonder what other forgotten treasures await us in the shadows of history. The mysteries of the past continue to beckon, inviting us to uncover their secrets. Turning our attention now to the storied past of Reading Abbey, we find ourselves stepping into a world where history and mystery intertwine. Nestled along the banks of the River Thames, Reading Abbey was once a beacon of learning and spirituality. Its library a treasure trove of knowledge that chronicled the early days of English history. Among its most prized possessions were the Lost Chronicles, a collection of manuscripts said to contain detailed accounts of the nation's formative years. These texts, penned by monks and scholars, were more than mere records. They were windows into the lives, struggles, and triumphs of a people shaping their identity. The abbey itself was founded in the 11th century by King Henry I, who envisioned it as a center of religious devotion and intellectual pursuit. Over the centuries, Reading Abbey grew in prominence, attracting scholars, pilgrims, and even royalty. Its library became a repository of invaluable texts, including the chronicles that documented everything from royal decrees to local customs. These manuscripts were not only historical records but also cultural artifacts, preserving the voices of a bygone era. Yet, the fate of these chronicles remains one of history's great enigmas. During the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, Reading Abbey, like many others, fell into ruin. Its library was scattered, its contents lost or destroyed. The chronicles, once meticulously preserved, vanished without a trace. Historians and archaeologists have long speculated about their whereabouts. Could fragments of these texts still exist, hidden in private collections or buried beneath the abbey's crumbling walls? Or were they lost forever, their secrets swallowed by time? The search for the lost chronicles has captivated scholars for generations. Some believe that portions of the manuscripts may have been smuggled out before the abbey's destruction, finding their way into the hands of collectors or other monastic institutions. Others suggest that the chronicles were deliberately hidden, perhaps buried in secret chambers or concealed within the abbey's labyrinthine architecture. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and digital reconstruction, has offered new hope in the quest to uncover these elusive texts. Yet, despite these efforts, the chronicles remain tantalizingly out of reach. What makes the Lost Chronicles of Reading Abbey so compelling is not just their historical value, but also the stories they might tell. These manuscripts could shed light on pivotal moments in English history, from the Norman conquest to the Magna Carta. They might reveal the everyday lives of medieval monks, the challenges they faced, and the wisdom they imparted. In their absence, we are left with fragments and speculation, piecing together a puzzle that may never be fully solved. As we ponder the mysteries of Reading Abbey's Lost Chronicles, we are reminded of the fragility of history and the importance of preserving the past. These texts, though lost, continue to inspire curiosity and wonder, urging us to uncover the stories they once held. And as we prepare to explore the hidden chamber of Tintern Abbey, we carry with us the hope that the secrets of the past are not entirely beyond our reach. The journey continues, and with it the promise of discovery. Now, as we journey from the Lost Chronicles of Reading Abbey, let us venture into the lush landscapes of Wales, where the haunting ruins of Tintern Abbey stand as a testament to medieval grandeur and mystery. Founded in the 12th century by Cistercian monks, Tintern Abbey quickly became a spiritual and intellectual hub, its library renowned for housing some of the rarest manuscripts of its time. But beneath its serene facade lies a secret that has intrigued historians and treasure hunters alike, a hidden chamber rumored to hold treasures of immeasurable value. The abbey's history is as rich as it is enigmatic. Established in the year 1131, Tintern Abbey flourished for centuries, its monks dedicating their lives to prayer, scholarship, and the preservation of knowledge. The Cistercians, known for their meticulous record-keeping and devotion to learning, amassed a collection of manuscripts that spanned theology, philosophy, and the natural sciences. These texts were not only religious in nature, but also included works on alchemy, astronomy, and even early medical practices, making the abbey a beacon of enlightenment in a time of great uncertainty. Yet, it is the whispers of a hidden chamber that have captured the imagination of many. According to legend, the monks of Cluny Abbey, foreseeing the turmoil of the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, took extraordinary measures to protect their most precious manuscripts. They are said to have constructed a concealed vault deep within the abbey's foundations, a chamber accessible only through a series of secret passages and hidden doors. Within this chamber, it is believed, lie manuscripts of unparalleled rarity, some of which may contain knowledge lost to the modern world. Theories about the chamber's contents abound. Some speculate that it houses ancient texts on alchemy, including instructions for creating the philosopher's stone, a substance said to grant eternal life. Others suggest that the chamber may contain early Christian gospels, heretical writings, or even maps to forgotten lands. The possibility of such discoveries has fueled countless expeditions, yet the chamber remains elusive, its secrets guarded by the abbey's crumbling walls. Modern technology has brought new hope to the search. Ground-penetrating radar and thermal imaging have revealed anomalies beneath the abbey's ruins, hinting at the presence of hidden structures. Archaeologists and historians continue to piece together clues from historical records, architectural plans, and even the abbey's own chronicles, hoping to unlock the mystery of the hidden chamber. But as with many medieval secrets, the truth remains shrouded in uncertainty. What makes the hidden chamber of Cluny Abbey so captivating is not just the potential treasures it may hold, but the story it tells about the monks who built it. Their foresight, ingenuity, and determination to preserve knowledge in the face of destruction speak to a profound respect for learning and a deep connection to their faith. The chamber, whether real or imagined, stands as a symbol of resilience and the enduring power of human curiosity. As we leave the shadowy ruins of Cluny Abbey, our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues. Next, we turn our attention to the cursed texts of Jedburgh Abbey, where legends of misfortune and mystery await. The past, it seems, is never truly silent. It calls to us, urging us to uncover its hidden truths. From the shadowed ruins of Cluny Abbey, we now journey northward to the windswept hills of the Scottish borders, where the ancient Jedburgh Abbey stands as a haunting reminder of medieval intrigue. Founded in the 12th century by King David I of Scotland, Jedburgh Abbey was a center of religious devotion and scholarly pursuit. But beneath its storied history lies a darker tale, one of cursed texts said to bring misfortune, despair, and even death to those who dare to read them. The abbey's origins trace back to the year 1138, when it was established as an Augustinian priory. Over the centuries, it grew into a thriving monastic community, its library housing a wealth of manuscripts on theology, philosophy, and the natural sciences. Yet among these works were texts that carried a sinister reputation. Legends speak of a collection of cursed manuscripts, their origins shrouded in mystery, that were said to hold forbidden knowledge or dark prophecies. Those who attempted to decipher their contents reportedly met with tragic fates, from sudden illness to unexplained accidents. One of the most infamous tales involves a monk named Brother Alaric, who, in the late 14th century, is said to have discovered a hidden compartment within the abbey's library. Inside, he found a manuscript written in an unknown script, its pages filled with cryptic symbols and unsettling illustrations. Ignoring warnings from his fellow monks, Alaric devoted himself to translating the text. Within weeks, he began to experience vivid nightmares and bouts of paranoia. His health rapidly declined, and he was found dead in his cell, the manuscript clutched in his hands. The text was never fully deciphered, and its contents remain a mystery to this day. The cursed texts of Jedburgh Abbey have inspired countless theories over the centuries. Some believe they contain ancient spells or incantations, while others suggest they may hold heretical teachings or prophecies of doom. One particularly chilling legend claims that the texts were written by a renegade monk who had made a pact with dark forces, cursing the manuscripts to bring ruin to anyone who read them. Whether these stories are rooted in fact or fiction, they have cemented the Abbey's reputation as a place of both spiritual significance and supernatural dread. Modern scholars have attempted to uncover the truth behind the cursed texts, but their efforts have been met with frustration. Many of the Abbey's records were lost during the tumultuous period of the Scottish Reformation, and the manuscripts themselves have vanished without a trace. Some speculate that they were destroyed to protect future generations from their alleged curse, while others believe they remain hidden within the Abbey's ruins, waiting to be discovered. What makes the cursed texts of Jedburgh Abbey so compelling is not just the mystery of their contents, but the enduring power of the legends surrounding them. They serve as a reminder of the medieval world's fascination with the supernatural and the lengths to which people would go to protect or uncover forbidden knowledge. As we leave the haunting halls of Jedburgh Abbey, our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues. Next, we turn our attention to the lost maps of Kirkstall Abbey, where ancient trade routes and forgotten lands await discovery. The past, it seems, is never truly silent. It calls to us, urging us to uncover its hidden truths. From the eerie legends of Jedburgh Abbey, we now venture into the realm of exploration and discovery as we uncover the lost maps of Kirkstall Abbey. Nestled in the heart of Yorkshire, Kirkstall Abbey was once a thriving Cistercian monastery, renowned not only for its spiritual devotion but also for its contributions to medieval cartography. Founded in the year 1152, the abbey became a hub of knowledge, its library housing a collection of maps that were said to chart ancient trade routes and forgotten lands. These maps, however, vanished centuries ago, leaving behind a tantalizing mystery that continues to captivate historians and treasure hunters alike. The lost maps of Kirkstall Abbey are believed to have been more than mere navigational tools. They were said to contain detailed depictions of trade routes that connected medieval England to distant regions, including the Mediterranean and the Near East. These routes were vital for the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture, making the maps invaluable to merchants, explorers, and scholars of the time. Some accounts even suggest that the maps held clues to uncharted territories, sparking dreams of new discoveries and untold riches. The abbey's role in medieval exploration cannot be overstated. As a center of learning, Kirkstall Abbey attracted monks who were skilled in the art of mapmaking, blending their knowledge of geography with the spiritual mission of their order. These monks meticulously recorded the routes traveled by traders and pilgrims, creating maps that were both practical and symbolic, reflecting the interconnectedness of the medieval world. Yet, despite their significance, the maps disappeared under mysterious circumstances, possibly during the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century. One theory suggests that the maps were hidden to protect them from destruction during this turbulent period. According to local legend, a group of monks secretly removed the maps from the abbey's library and concealed them in a nearby location, perhaps within the abbey's extensive network of underground tunnels. Over the centuries, numerous searches have been conducted, but the maps have never been found. Some believe they may still lie hidden, waiting for the right moment to be rediscovered. The search for the lost maps of Kirkstall Abbey has inspired both scholarly inquiry and adventurous speculation. Modern researchers have used advanced technology, such as ground-penetrating radar, to scan the abbey's ruins and surrounding areas, hoping to uncover clues to the map's whereabouts. Others have turned to historical records, piecing together fragments of information that might reveal their final resting place. Despite these efforts, the maps remain elusive, their secrets locked away in the annals of history. What makes the lost maps of Kirkstall Abbey so intriguing is not just their potential to reveal ancient trade routes, but the stories they tell about the medieval world's thirst for knowledge and exploration. They remind us of a time when maps were more than tools, they were windows into the unknown, guiding travelers through uncharted waters and across unfamiliar lands. As we leave the storied halls of Gall Abbey, our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues. Next, we turn our attention to the hidden library of Gall Abbey, where ancient Anglo-Saxon texts await discovery. The past, it seems, is never truly silent. It calls to us, urging us to uncover its hidden truths. From the enigmatic maps of Gall Abbey, we now journey to the rolling hills of North Yorkshire, where the ruins of Gall Abbey stand as a testament to a once thriving monastic community. Founded in the year 1135, Gall Abbey quickly rose to prominence as one of the most influential Cistercian monasteries in England. Known for its architectural grandeur and intellectual pursuits, the abbey was home to a library that reportedly housed some of the earliest and most significant Anglo-Saxon texts. Yet, like many treasures of the medieval world, this library vanished, leaving behind a mystery that continues to intrigue scholars and historians. The hidden library of Gall Abbey is believed to have contained a wealth of early Anglo-Saxon manuscripts, including religious texts, chronicles, and works of literature. These documents were not only valuable for their historical content, but also for their insights into the language, culture, and beliefs of early medieval England. The abbey's monks, renowned for their dedication to scholarship, meticulously copied and preserved these texts, ensuring their survival through turbulent times. However, the library's exact contents and location remain shrouded in mystery, sparking a centuries-long quest to uncover its secrets. Gall Abbey's history is deeply intertwined with the rise and fall of monasticism in England. Established during a period of religious reform, the abbey flourished as a center of learning and spirituality. Its library was said to rival those of larger institutions, attracting scholars from across Europe. Yet, the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century brought an abrupt end to this golden age. The abbey's treasures, including its library, were either destroyed, dispersed, or hidden away, leaving only fragments of their former glory. One of the most compelling theories about the hidden library suggests that the monks of Gall Abbey, anticipating the dissolution, took extraordinary measures to protect their collection. According to local law, they concealed the manuscripts in a secret chamber within the abbey's sprawling complex or buried them in the surrounding countryside. Over the years, various excavations and surveys have been conducted in an attempt to locate the library, but so far, no definitive evidence has been found. The search continues, driven by the hope that these ancient texts may one day resurface, offering new insights into the Anglo-Saxon world. Modern efforts to locate the hidden library have employed a combination of traditional archaeology and cutting-edge technology. Researchers have used ground-penetrating radar and LiDAR imaging to scan the abbey's ruins and the surrounding landscape, searching for hidden chambers or buried artifacts. Historical records and medieval manuscripts have also been scrutinized for clues, with scholars piecing together fragments of information that might point to the library's whereabouts. Despite these advancements, the hidden library of Gall Abbey remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of medieval history. What makes this mystery so captivating is not just the potential discovery of lost texts, but the stories they could tell about the people who wrote, read, and preserved them. These manuscripts are windows into a world that shaped the course of English history, offering glimpses of the beliefs, struggles, and aspirations of those who lived centuries ago. As we leave the haunting beauty of Gall Abbey, our exploration of medieval monastic libraries takes us next to the enigmatic scrolls of Roch Abbey, where symbols and writings defy explanation. The past, it seems, is always ready to reveal its secrets, if only we know where to look. Turning our attention now to the enigmatic scrolls of Roch Abbey, we find ourselves stepping into a world of cryptic symbols and undeciphered writings that have baffled scholars for centuries. Nestled in the picturesque landscape of South Yorkshire, Roch Abbey was once a thriving Cistercian monastery, renowned for its spiritual devotion and intellectual pursuits. Among its many treasures, the abbey's collection of scrolls stands out as one of its most perplexing mysteries. These scrolls, adorned with intricate symbols and inscriptions, have resisted all attempts at translation, leaving their meaning and purpose shrouded in uncertainty. Roch Abbey's history dates back to its founding in the year 1147, during a period of monastic expansion across England. Like many Cistercian institutions, it was a center of learning and piety, attracting monks who dedicated their lives to prayer, study, and the preservation of knowledge. The abbey's library was said to house a diverse array of texts, from religious manuscripts to scientific treatises. Yet, it is the enigmatic scrolls that have captured the imagination of historians and cryptographers alike. Unlike typical medieval manuscripts, these scrolls feature a unique combination of symbols, geometric patterns, and texts that defy conventional interpretation. Theories about the scrolls' origins and purpose abound, each offering a tantalizing glimpse into their possible significance. Some scholars believe the scrolls may contain encoded religious teachings or mystical knowledge, intended only for the eyes of the most learned monks. Others suggest they could be alchemical texts, detailing experiments or formulas related to the transformation of matter. A more speculative theory posits that the scrolls might hold secrets of the natural world, such as astronomical observations or medicinal recipes, preserved in a coded form to protect their value. Despite these intriguing possibilities, the true nature of the scrolls remains elusive. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Roch Abbey scrolls is their visual complexity. The symbols and patterns are not merely decorative but appear to follow a deliberate structure, suggesting a system of communication or notation. Some researchers have drawn parallels between these symbols and those found in other medieval manuscripts, such as the Voynich manuscript, which similarly resists decipherment. However, no direct connections have been established, leaving the scrolls as a unique and isolated enigma. Efforts to decode them have employed everything from linguistic analysis to computational algorithms, yet progress has been slow, and the scrolls continue to guard their secrets. The significance of Roch Abbey itself adds another layer of intrigue to the mystery. As a Cistercian monastery, it was part of a network of abbeys that played a crucial role in the religious and cultural life of medieval Europe. The Cistercians were known for their strict adherence to monastic rules and their emphasis on manual labor and self-sufficiency. Yet, they were also deeply engaged in intellectual pursuits, copying and preserving texts that would otherwise have been lost to history. The presence of such enigmatic scrolls within Roch Abbey's collection raises questions about the abbey's role in the broader intellectual landscape of the time. Were these scrolls part of a larger tradition of esoteric knowledge, or were they the product of a singular, isolated effort? Modern technology has brought new hope to the quest to unravel the mystery of the Roch Abbey scrolls. High-resolution imaging and digital analysis have allowed researchers to study the scrolls in unprecedented detail, revealing subtle patterns and details that were previously invisible. Collaborative efforts between historians, linguists, and computer scientists have also opened up new avenues for exploration, combining traditional scholarship with cutting-edge techniques. Yet, despite these advancements, the scrolls remain a puzzle, their secrets locked away in a language or code that has yet to be cracked. What makes the Roch Abbey scrolls so compelling is not just their mystery but the stories they could tell if their secrets were revealed. They are a reminder of the vastness of human knowledge and the enduring allure of the unknown. As we leave the haunting ruins of Roch Abbey, our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, taking us next to the vanished texts of Furness Abbey, where another chapter of history awaits discovery. The past, it seems, is always ready to reveal its secrets if only we know where to look. Now, as we shift our focus to the windswept ruins of Furness Abbey, we uncover another haunting mystery, the vanished texts that once graced its library. Situated in the rugged landscape of Cumbria, Furness Abbey was once one of the wealthiest and most influential monasteries in medieval England. Founded in the year 1123, it became a beacon of spiritual and intellectual life, attracting monks who dedicated themselves to prayer, scholarship, and the preservation of sacred knowledge. Among its many treasures were texts said to contain some of the earliest Christian teachings in Britain, making their sudden disappearance all the more perplexing. Furness Abbey's history is deeply intertwined with the spread of Christianity in the region. As a Savignac and later Cistercian monastery, it played a pivotal role in the religious and cultural life of northern England. The Abbey's library was renowned for its collection of religious manuscripts, including rare copies of early Christian writings, theological treatises, and historical chronicles. These texts were not only spiritual guides but also invaluable records of the early church's teachings and practices. Yet, by the time of the Abbey's dissolution in the 16th century, many of these precious works had vanished without a trace. The mystery of the vanished texts has puzzled historians for centuries. Some believe they were destroyed during the dissolution of the monasteries under Henry VIII, when countless religious artifacts were lost or scattered. Others suggest that the texts were hidden by the monks themselves, perhaps buried or secreted away to protect them from destruction. There are even tales of a secret underground chamber beneath the abbey, where the most sacred texts were stored, though no such chamber has ever been found. The absence of these writings leaves a gap in our understanding of early Christian history, as they could have shed light on the development of the Church in Britain and its connections to the wider Christian world. One of the most intriguing aspects of the vanished texts is their potential content. Early Christian teachings often blended local traditions with broader theological ideas, creating a unique fusion of beliefs and practices. The texts at Furness Abbey may have included rare commentaries on the Gospels, accounts of early saints, or even records of pagan Christian interactions in the region. Such documents would have been invaluable to scholars studying the transition from paganism to Christianity in Britain. Their loss is not just a historical tragedy, but a missed opportunity to deepen our understanding of this transformative period. The Abbey's location adds another layer of intrigue to the mystery. Nestled in a remote and rugged part of England, Furness Abbey was both a spiritual sanctuary and a strategic stronghold. Its isolation may have made it a target during times of conflict, but it also provided a degree of protection for its treasures. The monks who lived there were known for their resilience and resourcefulness, qualities that may have played a role in the fate of the vanished texts. Did they manage to hide them successfully, or were the texts lost to the ravages of time and upheaval? The answer remains elusive. Modern efforts to locate the vanished texts have yielded little success. Archaeological excavations at the Abbey have uncovered fragments of manuscripts and other artifacts, but none of the missing works have been found. Advances in technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and digital reconstruction, have offered new hope, but the texts continue to evade discovery. Their absence serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of historical knowledge and the importance of preserving the past. As we leave the haunting ruins of Furness Abbey, we are reminded that the vanished texts are more than just a historical mystery. They represent a lost chapter in the story of early Christianity, one that could have illuminated the beliefs, struggles, and triumphs of those who shaped the faith in Britain. Our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, taking us next to the forbidden library of Cluny Abbey, where another intriguing chapter of history awaits. The past, it seems, is always ready to reveal its secrets if only we know where to look. Turning our attention now to the enigmatic Cluny Abbey, we step into a world where forbidden knowledge and religious authority collided. Nestled in the lush countryside of Lancashire, Cluny Abbey was a Cistercian monastery founded in the mid-12th century. While it may not have been as grand or wealthy as some of its counterparts, it held a reputation for housing a library that was as controversial as it was mysterious. This library, it is said, contained texts deemed heretical by the church, works that challenged established doctrines and offered alternative interpretations of faith. The very existence of such a collection raises questions about the monks who curated it and the risks they took to preserve ideas that the church sought to suppress. Gall Abbey's history is marked by both devotion and defiance. As a Cistercian house, it was part of a monastic order known for its strict adherence to the rule of Saint Benedict and its emphasis on simplicity and self-sufficiency. Yet, beneath this veneer of orthodoxy, the Abbey's library appears to have been a repository for texts that strayed far from the Church's approved teachings. These forbidden works included writings by early Christian dissenters, Gnostic Gospels, and even treatises on alchemy and astrology, subjects that were often viewed with suspicion or outright hostility by religious authorities. The presence of such texts suggests that the monks of Gall were not merely passive recipients of church doctrine but active seekers of knowledge, willing to explore ideas that lay beyond the boundaries of orthodoxy. The contents of the Forbidden Library have long been a subject of speculation. Some historians believe that the texts included rare copies of apocryphal Gospels, early Christian writings that were excluded from the official canon of the Bible. These works often presented alternative narratives of Jesus' life and teachings, offering perspectives that diverged from the Church's sanctioned version. Other texts may have delved into mystical or esoteric traditions, blending Christian theology with elements of ancient philosophy and occult practices. For the monks who studied these works, they represented a deeper, more nuanced understanding of faith, one that the Church deemed dangerous and subversive. The fate of the Forbidden Library is shrouded in mystery. When Cluny Abbey was dissolved in the 16th century during the English Reformation, its library was likely dismantled, its contents either destroyed or dispersed. Some believe that the monks, anticipating the abbey's downfall, may have hidden the most controversial texts to protect them from destruction. There are even whispers of a secret vault beneath the abbey where the Forbidden Library's treasures were concealed. Yet, despite numerous searches and excavations, no definitive evidence of such a vault or its contents has ever been found. The Forbidden Library of Cluny remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of medieval monastic history. The significance of the Forbidden Library extends beyond its lost texts. It serves as a reminder of the tension between authority and inquiry, orthodoxy and dissent that has shaped the history of religion and knowledge. The monks of Cluny Abbey, in their pursuit of forbidden knowledge, embodied a spirit of intellectual curiosity that challenged the boundaries of their time. Their library, though lost to history, stands as a testament to the enduring human desire to seek truth, even in the face of opposition. As we leave the shadowy corridors of Cluny Abbey, we are left to wonder what secrets its forbidden library might have held. What insights into faith, philosophy, and the human condition were lost when its texts vanished? Our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, taking us next to the alchemical secrets of Gall Abbey, where the pursuit of knowledge took on an even more mystical dimension. The past, it seems, is never far from revealing its hidden depths. Now, as we venture into the heart of Cheshire, we arrive at Gall Abbey, a place where the mystical and the scientific intertwined in the pursuit of alchemical mastery. Founded in the late 13th century by Edward I, Gall was intended to be one of the grandest Cistercian monasteries in England. Yet, beyond its architectural splendor, the abbey harbored a lesser-known legacy, a deep connection to the enigmatic world of medieval alchemy. Within its walls, monks are said to have studied and practiced the ancient art of transmutation, seeking the secrets of the philosopher's stone, a legendary substance believed to turn base metals into gold and grant eternal life. The philosopher's stone was more than just a mythical object. It represented the pinnacle of alchemical knowledge. For the monks of Vale Royal, the pursuit of this elusive substance was not merely a quest for material wealth but a spiritual journey. Alchemy, in their eyes, was a sacred science, a means of understanding the divine order of the universe and unlocking the mysteries of creation. The texts they studied were filled with cryptic symbols and allegorical language designed to conceal their true meaning from the uninitiated. These manuscripts often blended elements of chemistry, philosophy, and theology, reflecting the monks' belief that the transformation of matter mirrored the transformation of the soul. Vale Royal Abbey's role in medieval alchemy was significant, though often overlooked. The Abbey's library reportedly housed a collection of rare alchemical treatises, some of which were brought to England from continental Europe. These texts included works by famous alchemists such as Hermes Trismegistus, Geber, and Albertus Magnus, whose writings laid the foundation for much of medieval alchemical thought. The monks of Vale Royal were not mere passive readers of these works. They were active practitioners conducting experiments in the Abbey's laboratories and recording their findings in meticulously detailed manuscripts. Their work was a blend of empirical observation and spiritual reflection as they sought to reconcile the physical and metaphysical realms. The alchemical secrets of Vale Royal were not without controversy. The Church, wary of practices that bordered on the occult, often viewed alchemy with suspicion. While some clerics saw it as a legitimate pursuit of divine knowledge, others condemned it as heretical. The monks of Vale Royal, however, appear to have navigated this tension with care, framing their alchemical studies within the context of their religious duties. For them, the search for the philosopher's stone was not a rejection of faith but an extension of it, a way to draw closer to the divine through the study of creation. The fate of Vale Royal's alchemical library remains a mystery. Like many monastic libraries, it was likely dispersed or destroyed during the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century. Some believe that the most valuable texts were hidden away, perhaps in secret chambers or underground vaults, to protect them from destruction. Over the centuries, there have been occasional reports of alchemical manuscripts surfacing in private collections, but none have been definitively linked to Vale Royal. The Abbey's alchemical secrets, much like the philosopher's stone itself, remain tantalizingly out of reach. The legacy of Vale Royal Abbey's alchemical pursuits is a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. The monks who studied and practiced alchemy were not merely seeking gold or immortality. They were exploring the boundaries of human knowledge and the mysteries of existence. Their work reminds us that the quest for understanding is as much a spiritual journey as it is an intellectual one. As we leave the shadowy halls of Vale Royal, we are left to ponder the secrets that may still lie hidden within its ruins, waiting to be uncovered by those who dare to seek them. Our journey through the unsolved mysteries of medieval monastic libraries continues, taking us next to the lost chronicles of Netley Abbey, where history and legend intertwine in fascinating ways. Turning our attention to the southern coast of England, we arrive at Netley Abbey, a place steeped in both history and mystery. Founded in the 13th century by the Cistercian order, Netley Abbey was once a thriving center of monastic life, known for its serene beauty and intellectual pursuits. Among its many treasures were the Lost Chronicles of Netley, a collection of manuscripts said to contain some of the earliest and most detailed accounts of English history. These chronicles were not just records of events, they were windows into the lives, struggles, and triumphs of the people who shaped the nation. The Chronicles of Netley Abbey were believed to cover a wide range of topics, from the political upheavals of the medieval period to the daily lives of ordinary citizens. They were said to include first-hand accounts of significant events, such as the signing of the Magna Carta and the Black Death, as well as lesser-known stories of local heroes and forgotten battles. For historians, these texts would have been invaluable, offering a unique perspective on the evolution of English society and culture. Yet, despite their importance, the chronicles vanished without a trace, leaving behind only fragments of their existence in scattered references and legends. The history of Netley Abbey itself is a tale of rise and fall. Established in 1239 by Peter des Roches, the Bishop of Winchester, the abbey flourished for centuries, becoming a beacon of learning and spirituality. Its library was renowned for its extensive collection of manuscripts, including religious texts, scientific treatises, and historical records. The chronicles were among its most prized possessions, carefully preserved and studied by generations of monks. However, like many monastic institutions, Netley Abbey fell victim to the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century. Its buildings were dismantled, its treasures scattered, and its library lost to time. The search for the lost chronicles of Netley has captivated historians and treasure hunters alike. Some believe the manuscripts were hidden by the monks before the abbey's destruction, perhaps buried in secret chambers or smuggled to safety. Others speculate that they were sold or stolen, ending up in private collections or foreign libraries. Over the years, there have been tantalizing clues: a mention in an old inventory, a fragment of parchment discovered in a forgotten archive, but the chronicles themselves remain elusive. The mystery of their disappearance only adds to their allure, fueling the hope that one day they might be found. The significance of the lost chronicles extends beyond their historical value. They represent a connection to a time when the written word was a rare and powerful tool, capable of preserving the past and shaping the future. For the monks of Netley Abbey, these manuscripts were more than just records. They were a testament to their faith, their dedication to knowledge, and their role as custodians of history. The loss of the chronicles is a reminder of the fragility of human memory and the importance of safeguarding our shared heritage. As we leave the ruins of Netley Abbey, we are reminded that the past is never truly lost. It lives on in the stories we tell and the mysteries we seek to unravel. The search for the lost chronicles continues, a quest that bridges the gap between history and legend. Our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries now takes us to the hidden chamber of Beaulieu Abbey, where another intriguing mystery awaits. Now, as we venture deeper into the mysteries of medieval monastic libraries, our journey brings us to the serene and enigmatic Beaulieu Abbey. Nestled in the heart of the New Forest in England, Beaulieu Abbey was founded in 1204 by King John as a Cistercian monastery. Known for its tranquility and spiritual significance, the abbey also holds a secret that has intrigued historians and treasure seekers for centuries: a hidden chamber rumored to house rare and priceless manuscripts. The story of Beaulieu Abbey is one of resilience and transformation. Established as a place of worship and learning, it quickly became a center of intellectual and spiritual activity. Its library was said to be one of the finest in medieval England, filled with illuminated manuscripts, theological works, and historical records. However, like many monastic institutions, Beaulieu Abbey faced its share of challenges, particularly during the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century. While much of its wealth and treasures were lost or destroyed, whispers of a hidden chamber persisted, passed down through generations as a tantalizing mystery. The existence of this hidden chamber was first hinted at in the writings of a 17th-century antiquarian, who claimed to have seen a secret vault beneath the abbey's ruins. According to his account, the chamber was constructed by the monks as a safeguard against the turmoil of the times, a place to protect their most valuable manuscripts from destruction or theft. Over the years, various expeditions have attempted to locate this chamber, but its exact location remains unknown. Some believe it lies beneath the abbey's cloisters, while others speculate it could be hidden within the surrounding forest, concealed by nature and time. The contents of the hidden chamber, if it exists, are the subject of much speculation. Among the rumored treasures are rare religious texts, including early copies of the Bible, as well as scientific and philosophical works that could shed light on the intellectual pursuits of the medieval monks. There are also tales of maps and documents that reveal forgotten trade routes, lost lands, and even secrets of alchemy. For historians, the discovery of such manuscripts would be a monumental event, offering new insights into the medieval world and the role of monastic libraries in preserving knowledge. The search for the hidden chamber of Gall Abbey continues to captivate the imagination of scholars and adventurers alike. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and 3D mapping, has brought new hope to the quest, but the Abbey's secrets remain stubbornly elusive. The mystery of the chamber serves as a reminder of the enduring allure of medieval monastic libraries and the lengths to which their guardians went to protect their treasures. As we reflect on the hidden chamber of Gall Abbey, we are reminded that the past is full of untold stories waiting to be discovered. The quest for these lost manuscripts is not just a search for physical objects, but a journey into the heart of history itself. And now, as we turn our attention to the cursed texts of Gall Abbey, we prepare to uncover yet another layer of the mysteries that lie hidden within these ancient walls. Now, as we step into the shadowed halls of Gall Abbey, we encounter a tale steeped in both history and superstition. Nestled in the rolling hills of Gloucestershire, England, Gall Abbey was founded in the 13th century by Richard, Earl of Cornwall, as a Cistercian monastery. While it was once renowned for its relic of the Holy Blood, a vial believed to contain the blood of Christ, the abbey is also shrouded in darker legends, those of cursed texts said to bring misfortune to anyone who dares to read them. The history of Gall Abbey is a fascinating blend of piety and intrigue. Established in 1246, the abbey quickly became a pilgrimage site, drawing thousands of visitors each year who sought blessings and miracles from the Holy Blood relic. Its library, though smaller than some of its contemporaries, was said to house a collection of rare and sacred texts, including works on theology, philosophy, and even esoteric subjects. However, among these manuscripts were whispers of cursed writings, texts that carried warnings of doom for those who attempted to decipher their contents. The origins of these cursed texts are as mysterious as the abbey itself. Some believe they were brought to Gall by traveling monks who had acquired them during their journeys to distant lands. Others suggest they were created by the abbey's own scribes, perhaps as a form of spiritual protection or as a warning against forbidden knowledge. The legends surrounding these texts are vivid and chilling. It is said that those who read them would suffer terrible fates, illness, madness, or even death. One particularly haunting tale speaks of a monk who, after secretly studying one of the cursed manuscripts, was found dead in his cell, his face frozen in an expression of sheer terror. Despite the ominous warnings, the allure of these texts has proven irresistible to many over the centuries. During the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, when Gall Abbey was dismantled and its treasures scattered, the cursed manuscripts were said to have vanished without a trace. Some believe they were destroyed, while others think they were hidden away, perhaps buried beneath the abbey's ruins or smuggled to a secret location. Over the years, there have been sporadic reports of the texts resurfacing, only to disappear again under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind a trail of misfortune for those who encountered them. The cursed texts of Gall Abbey remain one of the most enduring mysteries of medieval monastic libraries. Were they truly imbued with a malevolent power, or were their curses merely the product of fear and superstition? For historians and scholars, the answer lies somewhere between legend and reality. The texts, if they still exist, could offer invaluable insights into the beliefs and practices of the medieval world, but their elusive nature and the tales of their curses continue to deter all but the most daring seekers. As we leave the haunting legacy of Gall Abbey behind, we turn our attention to the lost maps of Cluny Abbey, where another intriguing mystery awaits. What secrets do these ancient maps hold, and what forgotten lands might they reveal? The journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, each mystery drawing us deeper into the enigmatic world of the past. Now, as we journey from the cursed texts of Gall Abbey, we find ourselves drawn to the windswept ruins of Cluny Abbey, nestled in the lush countryside of Somerset, England. Founded in the late 12th century, Cluny Abbey was a Cistercian monastery known for its serene beauty and its role as a center of learning. But beyond its tranquil cloisters lies a mystery that has puzzled historians for centuries: the lost maps of Cluny Abbey, believed to chart ancient trade routes and forgotten lands. Cluny Abbey, established in 1198, was a modest yet influential monastery, renowned for its meticulous record-keeping and its collection of manuscripts. Among its treasures were a series of maps said to be among the most detailed of their time. These maps were not mere geographical tools. They were believed to hold the key to understanding the vast networks of trade and travel that connected medieval Europe to distant regions. Some even speculated that they revealed routes to lands unknown to most of the Western world, hinting at early explorations that predated the Age of Discovery. The maps of Cluny Abbey were more than just navigational aids. They were a testament to the monks' curiosity and their desire to document the world beyond their walls. The abbey's scribes were known to have corresponded with travelers, merchants, and scholars, gathering information that would later be meticulously transcribed onto parchment. These maps were said to include not only trade routes but also annotations about local customs, resources, and even potential dangers, making them invaluable to anyone venturing into unfamiliar territories. Yet, like so many treasures of the medieval world, the maps of Cluny Abbey vanished under mysterious circumstances. During the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, when Cluny Abbey was dissolved and its possessions scattered, the maps disappeared without a trace. Some believe they were destroyed in the chaos, while others think they were hidden away by the monks to protect their secrets. Over the centuries, there have been occasional rumors of the maps resurfacing, only to vanish again, leaving behind tantalizing clues and unanswered questions. The search for these lost maps has captivated historians and treasure hunters alike. Some speculate that they could rewrite our understanding of medieval exploration, revealing connections between Europe and distant lands long before the voyages of Columbus or Magellan. Others believe they might hold clues to forgotten trade routes that could shed light on the economic and cultural exchanges of the time. Despite numerous efforts to locate them, the maps remain elusive, their secrets locked away in the annals of history. As we ponder the mystery of Cluny Abbey's lost maps, we are reminded of the enduring allure of the unknown. What forgotten lands might these maps reveal? What stories of exploration and discovery lie hidden within their faded lines? The answers, if they are ever found, could reshape our understanding of the medieval world. And so, our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, each mystery drawing us deeper into the enigmatic past. Next, we turn our attention to the hidden library of Lacock Abbey, where another intriguing chapter of history awaits. As we leave behind the mystery of Cluny Abbey's lost maps, our journey through the enigmatic world of medieval monastic libraries brings us to the charming village of Lacock in Wiltshire, England. Here, nestled among rolling hills and picturesque landscapes, stands Lacock Abbey, a place steeped in history and shrouded in secrets. Founded in the early 13th century as an Augustinian nunnery, Lacock Abbey later became a private residence after the dissolution of the monasteries. Yet, beneath its tranquil facade lies a tantalizing mystery: the hidden library of Lacock Abbey, rumored to house a collection of rare and early Anglo-Saxon texts. Lacock Abbey's history is as rich as it is varied. Established in 1232 by Ella, Countess of Salisbury, the abbey served as a center of religious devotion and learning for centuries. The nuns of Lacock were known for their scholarship, and their library was said to be one of the most impressive of its time. Among its treasures were manuscripts dating back to the Anglo-Saxon period, a time when England was a patchwork of kingdoms and the written word was a rare and precious commodity. These texts were not only religious in nature but also included works on history, law, and even early forms of literature, offering a glimpse into the intellectual life of medieval England. The hidden library of Cluny Abbey has long been the subject of fascination and speculation. According to local legends, when the abbey was dissolved in the 16th century, the nuns took great care to conceal their most valuable manuscripts, fearing they would be lost or destroyed. Some believe these texts were hidden within the abbey's walls, while others think they were smuggled to a nearby location for safekeeping. Over the centuries, there have been sporadic reports of discoveries, a fragment of parchment here, a cryptic inscription there, but the full extent of the library remains unknown. Efforts to locate the hidden library have been ongoing for decades, with historians, archaeologists, and even amateur sleuths joining the search. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and thermal imaging, has been employed to scan the abbey's grounds for hidden chambers or concealed compartments. Yet, despite these advances, the library has remained elusive, its secrets stubbornly guarded by time. Some speculate that the texts may have been dispersed among private collections, while others hold out hope that they are still hidden within the abbey, waiting to be discovered. The potential significance of Cluny Abbey's hidden library cannot be overstated. The Anglo-Saxon period was a formative era in English history, and the texts from this time offer invaluable insights into the culture, language, and governance of early medieval England. If the library were to be found, it could shed new light on this pivotal period, revealing stories and knowledge that have been lost for centuries. The search for the hidden library is not just a quest for ancient manuscripts, it is a journey to uncover the roots of English identity and heritage. As we reflect on the mystery of Cluny Abbey's hidden library, we are reminded of the enduring power of the written word to connect us with the past. What secrets might these ancient texts hold? What forgotten stories could they tell? The answers, if they are ever uncovered, could rewrite our understanding of medieval England and its place in the broader tapestry of history. And so, our exploration of the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, each mystery drawing us deeper into the shadows of the past. Next, we turn our attention to the enigmatic scrolls of Shaftesbury Abbey, where another captivating chapter of history awaits. Now, as we journey further into the heart of medieval mysteries, we arrive at Shaftesbury Abbey, a place where history and enigma intertwine. Founded in the late 9th century by Alfred the Great, Shaftesbury Abbey was one of the most important religious houses in medieval England, renowned for its wealth, influence, and devotion. But beyond its grandeur lies a puzzle that has baffled scholars for centuries: the enigmatic scrolls of Shaftesbury Abbey, filled with mysterious symbols and writings that defy easy interpretation. Shaftesbury Abbey was established in 888, making it one of the oldest and most prestigious nunneries in England. It was dedicated to Saint Mary and Saint Edward the Martyr, whose relics were brought to the abbey, elevating its status as a pilgrimage site. The abbey flourished for centuries, attracting noble patrons and housing a community of Benedictine nuns who were known for their piety and learning. Among their possessions was a collection of scrolls, some of which were said to contain knowledge so profound that it was guarded closely, accessible only to a select few. The scrolls of Shaftesbury Abbey are unlike any other medieval manuscripts. They are filled with intricate symbols, cryptic diagrams, and passages written in an unknown script. Some scholars believe these symbols may represent an early form of coded language, perhaps used to protect sacred or esoteric knowledge. Others speculate that the scrolls could contain alchemical formulas, astrological charts, or even records of ancient rituals. The true purpose of these writings remains a mystery, as does their origin. Were they created by the nuns of Shaftesbury, or were they brought to the abbey from a distant land? One of the most intriguing theories about the scrolls is that they may hold clues to the abbey's hidden treasures. Shaftesbury Abbey was known to possess vast wealth, including gold, jewels, and priceless relics. When the abbey was dissolved in 1539 during the reign of Henry VIII, much of its wealth disappeared without a trace. Could the scrolls contain a map or instructions leading to these lost treasures? Some researchers have attempted to decode the symbols, but their efforts have yet to yield definitive answers. The significance of Shaftesbury Abbey scrolls extends beyond their mysterious content. They offer a rare glimpse into the intellectual and spiritual pursuits of medieval nuns, challenging the notion that women in the Middle Ages were excluded from scholarly endeavors. The scrolls suggest that the nuns of Shaftesbury were not only custodians of faith but also seekers of knowledge, exploring subjects that were often considered the domain of men. This revelation adds a new dimension to our understanding of medieval monastic life and the role of women within it. Despite the advances in modern technology, the scrolls of Shaftesbury Abbey remain undeciphered. Efforts to analyze them using digital imaging and artificial intelligence have provided some insights, but the full meaning of the symbols continues to elude us. Some believe that the key to unlocking their secrets lies in understanding the cultural and religious context in which they were created, while others think that the answer may require a completely new approach to interpreting medieval texts. As we ponder the enigma of Shaftesbury Abbey scrolls, we are reminded of the enduring allure of the unknown. What knowledge might these ancient writings contain? What stories could they tell about the lives and beliefs of those who created them? The answers, if they are ever uncovered, could reshape our understanding of medieval England and the intellectual legacy of its monastic communities. And so, our exploration of the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues, each mystery drawing us deeper into the shadows of the past. Next, we turn our attention to the vanished texts of Romsey Abbey, where another captivating chapter of history awaits. Turning our gaze to the south of England, we arrive at Romsey Abbey, a place steeped in both spiritual significance and historical intrigue. Founded in the 10th century, Romsey Abbey was one of the most prominent religious houses for women in medieval England, known for its dedication to learning and piety. Yet, among its many treasures, one mystery stands out: the vanished texts of Romsey Abbey, which were said to contain some of the earliest Christian teachings in the region. These texts, once a cornerstone of the Abbey's library, disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a puzzle that continues to captivate historians and scholars alike. Romsey Abbey was established around 907 during the reign of Edward the Elder and quickly became a center of religious and intellectual life. The abbey was home to a community of Benedictine nuns who were renowned for their scholarship and devotion. Among their most prized possessions was a collection of manuscripts believed to include rare early Christian writings, some of which may have dated back to the time of the Roman occupation of Britain. These texts were not only religious in nature but also contained historical accounts, theological debates, and perhaps even records of early Christian communities in England. The vanished texts of Romsey Abbey are shrouded in mystery. Historical records suggest that the manuscripts were carefully preserved within the abbey's library, accessible only to the most learned members of the community. However, during the tumultuous period of the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, the abbey's library was dismantled and many of its texts were lost or destroyed. While some manuscripts were likely confiscated or sold, others simply vanished, leaving no trace of their existence. To this day, the fate of these texts remains unknown, sparking countless theories about their disappearance. One prevailing theory is that the texts were hidden by the nuns of Romsey Abbey to protect them from destruction. The dissolution was a time of great upheaval, and many monastic communities took extraordinary measures to safeguard their most valuable possessions. Could the vanished texts have been concealed within the abbey's walls or buried in a secret location? Some researchers have even suggested that the texts may have been smuggled out of the country, finding their way to continental Europe, where they remain hidden in private collections or forgotten archives. Another possibility is that the texts were destroyed, either intentionally or as collateral damage during the dissolution. The loss of monastic libraries during this period was catastrophic, with countless manuscripts burned, torn apart, or repurposed for mundane uses. If the texts of Romsey Abbey met such a fate, their disappearance would represent not only a loss for the abbey, but also a significant gap in our understanding of early Christian history in England. The vanished texts of Romsey Abbey hold immense historical and cultural significance. They offer a potential window into the early spread of Christianity in Britain, shedding light on the beliefs, practices, and struggles of the first Christian communities. Their loss is a reminder of the fragility of historical records and the importance of preserving the knowledge of the past. For historians, the mystery of these texts is a tantalizing challenge, one that invites us to piece together fragments of history and imagine what might have been. As we reflect on the vanished texts of Romsey Abbey, we are reminded of the countless stories that remain untold, hidden within the pages of lost manuscripts. What secrets might these texts have revealed about the early Christian church? What insights could they have offered into the lives of the nuns who guarded them? The answers may never be known, but the mystery endures, drawing us deeper into the rich tapestry of medieval history. And now, our journey through the unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues as we uncover the forbidden library of Wimborne Abbey, where another layer of history awaits. Shifting our focus to the heart of Dorset, we now explore the enigmatic history of Wimborne Abbey, a site that holds one of the most intriguing secrets of medieval monastic libraries. Nestled in the picturesque town of Wimborne Minster, this abbey was once a beacon of religious and intellectual life, but it also harbored a hidden collection of forbidden text works deemed too dangerous or heretical for public consumption by the church. These texts, carefully concealed within the abbey's walls, offer a glimpse into the tensions between faith, knowledge, and authority in medieval England. Wimborne Abbey was founded in the early 8th century, around 705, by St. Cuthberga, a noblewoman who became a nun and later a saint. The abbey quickly gained prominence as a center of learning, particularly for women, as it was home to a community of nuns who were deeply committed to both spiritual devotion and scholarly pursuits. The library of Wimborne Abbey was renowned for its extensive collection of manuscripts, ranging from religious texts to works on philosophy, science, and even literature. However, among these volumes lay a secret trove of forbidden writings, texts that challenged the doctrines of the church or explored ideas considered too radical for the time. The forbidden library of Wimborne Abbey was not a place of public access. Instead, it was a carefully guarded repository, accessible only to a select few within the abbey's walls. These texts included works on alchemy, astrology, and early scientific theories, as well as theological treatises that questioned established church teachings. Some manuscripts were even rumored to contain magical incantations or rituals, making them particularly controversial. The existence of such texts was a closely guarded secret, as their discovery could have led to severe consequences for the abbey and its inhabitants. The reasons for the church's ban on these texts were varied. Some were deemed heretical because they contradicted official doctrine, while others were considered dangerous due to their potential to incite dissent or challenge the authority of the clergy. For the nuns of Wimborne Abbey, however, these texts represented a different kind of truth, one that sought to explore the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding. By preserving these forbidden works, the abbey became a sanctuary for ideas that might otherwise have been lost to history. The fate of the forbidden library remains shrouded in mystery. During the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century, Wimborne Abbey, like many others, faced the destruction of its library and the confiscation of its treasures. While some manuscripts were likely destroyed or scattered, others may have been hidden away by the nuns in a desperate attempt to protect their intellectual heritage. To this day, historians and treasure hunters alike speculate about the possible locations of these lost texts. Could they still lie hidden within the abbey's ruins, waiting to be rediscovered? Or were they smuggled to safety, perhaps even finding their way into private collections or foreign archives? The Forbidden Library of Wimborne Abbey is more than just a collection of banned books. It is a testament to the enduring human desire to seek knowledge, even in the face of opposition. These texts remind us that the pursuit of understanding has often been fraught with challenges, and that the preservation of ideas is a vital part of our shared history. As we ponder the fate of these forbidden works, we are left to wonder what insights they might have offered into the medieval world and what lessons they could still teach us today. With the mystery of Wimborne Abbey's forbidden library still unsolved, our journey through the secrets of medieval monastic libraries continues. Next, we turn our attention to Sherborne Abbey, where alchemical secrets and the quest for eternal life await discovery. Now, let us venture into the realm of Sherborne Abbey, where the pursuit of eternal life and the mysteries of alchemy take center stage. Nestled in the rolling hills of Dorset, Sherborne Abbey stands as a testament to the medieval fascination with the transformation of matter and the quest for ultimate knowledge. This abbey, with its rich history and spiritual significance, was not only a place of worship but also a hub for the study of alchemy, a discipline that blended science, philosophy, and mysticism in ways that continue to captivate us today. Sherborne Abbey was founded in the 7th century, around 670, and quickly became a center of learning and spiritual devotion. Its library housed a remarkable collection of manuscripts, many of which delved into the enigmatic world of alchemy. Among these texts were works that explored the philosopher's stone, a legendary substance believed to hold the power to transform base metals into gold and grant immortality. The pursuit of the philosopher's stone was not merely a scientific endeavor. It was a spiritual journey symbolizing the transformation of the soul and the quest for divine wisdom. The alchemical manuscripts of Sherborne Abbey were more than just theoretical treatises. They contained detailed instructions, symbolic diagrams, and cryptic writings that required both intellectual rigor and spiritual insight to decipher. These texts often used allegory and metaphor, blending Christian symbolism with ancient philosophical ideas. For the monks of Sherborne, alchemy was a way to explore the mysteries of creation, to understand the divine order of the universe, and to seek a deeper connection with God. The abbey's role in medieval alchemy was significant. It served as a sanctuary for scholars who sought to reconcile the material and spiritual worlds, pushing the boundaries of what was known and what was possible. The alchemical experiments conducted within its walls were not just about creating gold or elixirs of life. They were about understanding the fundamental principles of nature and the cosmos. These pursuits, though often misunderstood or dismissed by later generations, were deeply rooted in the intellectual and spiritual traditions of the time. However, the alchemical secrets of Sherborne Abbey were not without controversy. The church viewed alchemy with suspicion, fearing that its practitioners might stray into heresy or challenge established doctrines. Despite this, the monks of Sherborne continued their work, carefully preserving their knowledge in hidden manuscripts and coded texts. These works were often passed down in secret, shared only among trusted initiates who understood their profound significance. The fate of Sherborne Abbey's alchemical manuscripts remains a mystery. Like many monastic libraries, its collection suffered during the dissolution of the monasteries in the 16th century. Some texts were destroyed, while others were scattered or hidden away. Today, historians and alchemy enthusiasts speculate about the possible locations of these lost works. Could they still lie hidden within the abbey's ancient walls, waiting to be uncovered? Or were they smuggled to safety, perhaps finding their way into private collections or even influencing the development of modern science? The alchemical secrets of Sherborne Abbey remind us of the enduring human desire to unlock the mysteries of existence. These texts, with their blend of science, philosophy, and spirituality, offer a glimpse into a world where the boundaries between the material and the divine were fluid and ever-shifting. As we reflect on the legacy of Sherborne Abbey, we are left to wonder what insights these ancient alchemists might have uncovered, and what secrets they might still hold for those willing to seek them out. With the mysteries of Sherborne Abbey's alchemical texts still waiting to be unraveled, we conclude our journey through the 50 unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries. Each of these hidden treasures offers a unique window into the past, reminding us of the enduring power of knowledge, the resilience of the human spirit, and the timeless allure of the unknown. Which of these secrets intrigues you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations into the fascinating world of historical mysteries. Until next time, keep seeking, keep wondering, and keep uncovering the stories that shape our world. As we bring our exploration of the 50 unsolved secrets of medieval monastic libraries to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the sheer depth of history and mystery these ancient repositories hold. From the lost manuscripts of Cluny Abbey to the alchemical secrets of Sherborne, each story offers a tantalizing glimpse into a world where knowledge was both sacred and perilous. These libraries were not just storehouses of books, they were sanctuaries of thought where monks and scholars grappled with questions that still resonate with us today, questions about life, death, the universe, and the divine. The enduring allure of these secrets lies not just in their unsolved nature, but in what they reveal about the human spirit. The monks who preserved these texts, often at great personal risk, were driven by a profound desire to understand the world and their place within it. Their work reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge is a timeless endeavor, one that transcends centuries and connects us to those who came before. Whether it's the coded scrolls of Monte Cassino, the forbidden texts of St. Gall, or the vanished chronicles of Canterbury, each mystery invites us to imagine what might have been and what might still be discovered. As we reflect on these 50 secrets, we're reminded that history is not just a record of the past, it's a living, breathing narrative that continues to unfold. The stories of these monastic libraries challenge us to keep seeking, to keep questioning, and to keep uncovering the truths that lie hidden in the shadows of time. Which of these mysteries speaks to you the most? Is it the lost maps of Reichenau, the cursed manuscripts of Bobbio, or perhaps the hidden chamber of Cytox Abbey? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've enjoyed this journey through the enigmatic world of medieval monastic libraries, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exploration into the fascinating corners of history. There are countless more stories waiting to be uncovered, and we can't wait to share them with you. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the secrets that shape our world.